to Chapter 23, The Road North. So there's a little brief description I wrote. Gist of it is we lost Phoenix last round, and you guys are proving yourselves as caravan guards.
Oh, we are currently proving ourselves.
Yep. Danger and adventure is at every turn, and you guys are gonna have to prove yourselves during this journey. Kind of pressed enter like mid reading something, and then just forgot what the last half of the sentence was. Oh, okay. Well, entering the game now.
Yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, we're mid combat, and just roll from there. See how the session goes.
We're mid-combat, and my recollection was Calyx is getting his ass handed to him. These people that we came in to protect arguably will all be dead before Calyx goes down.
Except for the ones that I am protecting.
Yeah, I mean, good chance that shit might go south, but who knows? You guys are right up in the thick of it. We're gonna start with the Hobgoblin's turn. Taking me a second to get myself back in the zone.
Yeah, we are
So-
down precisely one Phoenix.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it had to be done.
Indeed.
And guess we will put some battle music on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what does the box around the wagon signify?
It's a good question. I did it, and I don't remember why.
Ugh, my square aura of awesomeness.
Obviously. I'm like, who is orange? Me. Why did I do this?
I feel like it was just to show us where people were.
Oh, yeah, it might have just been at the start.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta steal
well-
that Dio Lapanis's avatar. It's cool.
Yeah, you made your fancy avatar and you still want his?
It's so nice.
That's fair. Alright.
He looks way, he's way bigger than I am. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No problem. Let me just pull up some monsters, and we'll get the show on the road.
Wait a minute. Can somebody say something?
Hello.
Ah, perfect. Okay. My stream is working.
Perfect. Oh yeah, double check that audio.
I did have to fuck with it again.
Okay, so back in action. And the first to take initiative on our return is the Hobgoblin Captain. As he brandishes his greatsword towards Calyx. He kind of roars in rage in his face. He is going to make a greatsword attack. Captain melee. Boom.
Woo!
So
Missed.
first swing comes in, and it's just terrible. But then he redoubles his efforts and multi-attacks
Yeah, it's that one.
with 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's able to
You don't have
break
your shield of
Calyx's.
faith up?
I have my great axe out.
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's going
So no
badass
shield.
mode.
Oh damn! So you're unable to parry the second attack as it comes in swinging and cuts you for 8 damage. Slices you up your forearm.
A
And
measly amount.
yeah, exactly. Calyx is barely even stunned. Alright. So next up is going to be this Hobgoblin. As he rears up his bow and takes a shot at the closest guard to him. As the combat has gotten much closer than he expected. Kind of snarls and launches his bow. And this guard takes a hit as he tries to upraise his shield to defend himself and then gets struck anyway. And it is Dugan's turn.
Okay.
Hobgoblin's gonna
So-
reposition.
Oh,
himself
I need
further back.
to make a saving.
Oh shit! How close can people use longbows?
They have disadvantage if there is an enemy in melee range.
Is 10 feet melee? No.
30 feet
For-
is
I
the minimum
thought-
range for a longbow, Nick.
Oh, 30
Yeah.
feet.
Pardon me?
For
Yeah,
me,
minimum?
for longbow.
That's what I thought. So
Ah,
there's actually a disadvantage on that roll.
Because
nice.
we made it 30 feet for me.
They
Yeah,
gotta make
so-
short bows viable somehow.
As he cocks up his arrow, the guard here is able to see it coming and duck nimbly under the attack.
Good job, guard.
It would have been a kill shot. Dugan's up. This guy repositions himself further back.
I'm going to line up my shot at the chief
All right. With your crossbow.
From the back
Yeah.
of Chief.
crossbow for the back of chief,
All right.
and probably miss. And then I'm going to yell at Calyx. Tom, I'm tired. Something positive. You advantage.
You got this, Dragon Man.
Let me grab some tea.
All right. Are you repositioning?
No, I kind of like where I am.
All right. And
That
next
doesn't
up-
sound good.
I know. I have no judgment. It's all good. Good spot. All right.
What's wrong with the spot?
Nothing. I'm just messing with you. I have a lot of power. It's fun. Flaunt it. Just with the tone of my voice. All right. It's Skesh's turn. As she's ran up to defend the caravan, and they've defeated the guy they were fighting. So Skesh quickly turns, takes stock of the battlefield, seeing that the fight is not over. She's going to rush to aid the other guards, but her short dwarven legs only reach there. She rushes across the battlefield, weapons brandished.
Oh, there she is.
Xavius takes initiative.
Alright, so in that cluster, only Guard 2 and Calyx are allies, right? There's a guy
Mhm.
on
There
top
is
of that that's...
Guard here,
Oh, that's
guard,
a guard. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
2 guards, and Calyx are in the fray.
It's okay. You can blast them. Nothing terrible will happen.
Yeah, it was...
They'll be fine.
Because one of the guards has a nameplate and the other one doesn't, so I was confused.
Which one?
The
Oh,
one
yeah.
at the top doesn't have a nameplate showing.
This guy doesn't have a
That's
name.
because I've named him Randy Marsh. And it didn't really make sense, but I didn't want to take it away. I liked it, so I'll just say
Perfect.
yes. That's Randy.
Whoa, wait a minute, where's my... That's Randy Marsh. Randy!
I don't know why. It was just there when I came back. I'm like, what? All right.
Can I fit through this gap if I wanted to run?
Yes. I would say yes.
Okay. I don't think I'm in Blade Song yet, so I'm going to use my bonus action to initiate... Wait, no, that's probably what that sword icon means. I am in Blade Song. Yeah, I used it to run over here. So I'm going to
Makes
just run through, take position between guards 2 and Calyx, pat him on the back, and I'm going to charge my green flame blade and hit the guy. I'm going to hit the guy to top left so that my green flame will jump to the chieftain.
So you line up an attack. This hobgoblin snarls,
Aha!
and you penetrate his defenses easily.
With a running
Driving your
slash
saber
with
home.
my saber. For that much damage.
So you're able to get in behind his shield arm and actually slash him in the chest. And it's pretty
Beautiful.
noticeable gash as he buckles to one knee and just barely hangs on.
Yes! And
The
3
fire
damage to
spreads
his
to the
feet.
captain, and he just kind of roars and shrugs off the pain.
It's a little bit of love for both of you.
Fair.
So the green flame is 3 damage, my intelligence
Yep.
modifier. Perfect. That will be my
And-
turn.
Done. Next up is this new guard in the back. As he sees Skesh running past him, he is also going to turn and engage. But his long legs will get him ever so slightly further. And he is in melee range, I believe. Wait, where was he? Here to there, and yep. Boom. So he brandishes his greatsword. And let me pull up his thing. Oh, That makes it easy. Give him his own sheet. Boom. So he swings his great sword to no avail as the hobgoblin kind of dips back with his bow brandish. Snarls. And that hobgoblin is going to retaliate, turning to engage the newest foe. He drops his bow and pulls out his long sword. Not brandishing his shield yet. He just slashes at Dalian. Oh, I guess, have I told you guys his name yet? I don't know.
No.
This other guard.
All
This
right.
Russian guard.
He cries out his name.
Yeah! How did you know? Alright, and the hobgoblin swings his sword with a fury. And do hobgoblins have more to them?
They have pack tactics, I believe.
That's what I thought.
What?
Yeah,
Everyone and their mother has pack tactics.
yeah. It's actually called martial advantage for their case.
Oh right, yeah, because they're.
It's called sneak attack for
Militarized.
me. But damn it, everyone in their pack tactics.
You're right.
But it doesn't actually work because nobody is within 5 feet of him. But Dalian is struck heavily. What's he? Yes, he is, and cries out in pain. I don't know what his cry would sound like. I'm stumbling, so raw, raw.
You tell him.
What's he have? 18? No. Okay. And it is another hobgoblin's turn. This hobgoblin, I believe, he brandished his sword last session. And so he is going to draw his shield this time. And then continue his attack upon Calyx.
Oh, what a dick.
So this hobgoblin roars out and brandishes his long sword against Calyx. And also gets, right as he's about to attack, the hobgoblin commander like yells an order, and he like straightens his back as he goes to throw his attack. And gains an extra d4 on the hit.
Oh,
So
he would
18
max it
comes
out.
in.
Fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
So that strikes
Don't-
home. And 5 damage goes to Calyx.
Damn.
As it drives
Son of
into
a bitch.
Calyx's skin, the creature just roars out in a bloodlust rage, and martial advantage takes hold. 7 more damage.
What?
Oh, I'm down.
Oh fuck! Dugan! Calyx is down!
This
What?
hobgoblin, as he sees the main target of their rage go down, and he just roars in bloodlust and turns his attention on Xavius.
Huh?
This
Alex,
one,
I
I
gave you
imagine,
advantage, and you wasted it.
I'm pretty sure this one also drew his 1 sword last session, so this session he's going to draw his shield,
Right. I believe you're
increasing
right.
his AC. He roars in rage and then drives his sword at Xavius.
Aha!
14. Right as
Nice.
he's about to attack, his commander yells out something, saying that Xavius is lightly armored around the legs. 17.
Oh, so that's still fine. I
Okay,
would have hit me if not
so-
for my blade song causing me to deftly jump over the low slash.
So Xavius fucking nimbly just leaps over the attack. No damage. Calyx is up.
Yeah, passed.
Alright. So Calyx just holds the line in his unconsciousness. And this hobgoblin is taking stock of the situation from further back. He kind of roars in glee as he sees Calyx goes down, and he turns his attention on Dalian on the southern side. And lines up a shot. Phew. 19. So it strikes Dalian, regardless of his commander's words. He just knew what he was doing. And Dalian cries out in pain as an arrow flies into his upper thigh on his left leg. Rawr. You're starting to see the mercenaries slowing. And next up is going to be guard number 2. He is bleeding from a few different wounds, but he's still in the fight. As Xavius and Randy are on either side of him, he's not going to let you guys down. He comes in swinging.
Do it, guard
Yeah. Oh, and he strikes home with a fury as he
Whoa.
lances this hobgoblin, dealing an extra d6. 9 damage as he just kind of goes past his shield arm and just kind of almost chops his whole forearm off. Gouged. Wait, how much life does? Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Randy, and he's gonna follow suit as one of the first guard struck him. He's gonna follow up with an attack on the hobgoblin, and it's unable to penetrate his defenses as the hobgoblin just kind of roars and pulls back and deflects it with his shield. Next up is the nobleman, as he kind of like stands up and takes stock of the situation. What did I roll? His little girl kind of looks at this the guy dead next to her and screams and then runs south. So she does 20 movement. And so his reaction is going to follow her. But he's a little caught off guard, so he gets to there. To Vola's turn.
Almighty Calyx, who keeps track of damage. How much does the big guy have on him? This one.
Let me pull out my sheets.
I don't think that much. I want to say like 8.
I don't know if my sheet's saved or not. These.
I want to say it's taking 2 small sources of damage.
There's. I don't even know if this is the right group of guys.
I don't even know what game I'm playing, guys.
Don't worry about it. Make your decision anyways.
Well,
Ask the DM. How injured does he look?
That's true. I did just fuck up the guy directly on Calyx's north, though. Apparently,
This guy, how injured does he look?
Yeah. How sore does this guy look?
Okay, well, this guy is on like his last legs. He's just barely standing up. This guy is not that. He has got a few bloody wounds, but you still see vigor in his stance.
Son of a bitch. Okay. What do I want to do?
For the wrong game.
I think I kind of want to do another magic missile because it's easy.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, I'll let you use your bonus action for a perception roll if you want a better information. Since
Yes.
Calyx normally has this, and you don't really have a bonus action.
I see.
So you got the description I gave you.
Oh, fuck. All right. So then can I diverse my bolts?
Yeah, you can pick different targets.
All right. So I'm going to use this as a level 2 spell. So it's 4.
Yep.
I want to hit him with 3 and him with 1. So he'll get the first one.
Okay. So wait, the captain first one, and then him with 2. Wait.
3.
3
This
on
guy,
the captain,
3?
1 on this guy.
So
Oh, okay.
Captain 3, 1 on the other one gets the first one.
All right. So you cock yourself, say your words of power, swirl some magical gestures, and then bolts of magical energy streak across the battlefield. Pop, 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 pop. So the commander takes a total of 10 damage, and he kind of
13.
staggers back from Calyx's body, but then, stands back up and still has a little bit of strength left in him. Kind of roars his rage. The other guy takes the magical missile and just falls right on his ass, unconscious.
Wouldn't it be 2 and 13?
It was 1, 2, 3 from the first one, and then the last guy got the last one.
Oh, okay.
That's how it was described to me.
Yeah, that's fine. I meant 1 and then 1, 2, 3, but that's fine. We'll that's fine. The other guy can be dead. Kill him. It's fine. Good.
Fuck him up.
All right. So you kill one, and you wound the captain. Well done. This guy cries out his pain, and it's his death throw, and he's out. And it is the captain's turn. And he kind of just roars out in pain as he kind of takes stock of the battlefield, seeing Calyx on the ground, shrugs off the attack, and still thinks that he's got a good chance of winning this. So he roars out, and he kind of bounds over Calyx to surround Xavius.
Oh fuck.
So the Hobgoblin Captain is going to swing his great sword in a devastating arc as it comes around. And Xavius nimbly dodges it, I imagine, at 10.
Oh, I'll parry that straight into the sky.
Oh, and so as you deflect the blade, the Hobgoblin's Captain's strength kind of surprises you as he redoubles it back, swinging it back in a curving arc.
I just step out of the way and watch it destroy the rock next to me.
And that is the end of his combat as he roars in rage
Jesus.
at the miss.
If those two happened to kill me, I would be dead right now.
It's quite the weapon. It's probably sizable to your body.
Yeah, my eyes are pretty wide, but determined.
This hulking creature in front of you. And Dugan.
Okay. I am going to. I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Troy.
Yes.
Oh, come on with these crossbow rolls.
Nah.
Okay, Shield of Faith on Troy, and I will say, feel the warmth fill you, just like a nice glass of wine on a winter's night.
Wait, why do you get to do Shield of Faith and crossbow?
It's a bonus action.
Which one's a bonus action?
Shield of Faith.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right.
I'm up to 20 armor. Thank you, Dugan. Feel a little bit better about this greatsword now.
All right. And next up is Skesh. As a magical shield sheathes Xavius in slightly more protection. And Skesh, do I have a sheet for you? No, I just wrote it down. Cool. She does so with +4 to hit. Yeah. So Skesh lines up her hand axe. Oh. Just lays it home into the goblin.
Wow. Thank you, Skesh.
So. I wrote down 2d6, but I don't know if that's too strong for an NPC.
2d6 is normally what a two-handed greatsword does.
Yeah, right? And she's not like some sort of over-the-top monster, so I'm gonna change
I
that.
feel like 1d6 plus 3 would be good for a hand axe.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I think they
showing
normally
up
do 1d4.
plus-
Hand axes? Because they're throwables?
No, they do a d6. There's no d4s of the...
Oh, yeah, I'm probably wrong.
I mean, even in the throwing, I'm pretty sure it does a
Daggers do
d6.
d4s.
Yeah, that's what I said.
yeah.
Only daggers.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So,
yeah,
she
yeah,
does.
yeah, you're right.
6 damage as she lays it home into this hobgoblin. And
D6.
she cries out in glee. And that is the end of her turn. Xavius is up.
Alright. That bastard who's standing on top of Calyx's body. I want him off of it. I'm gonna slash at him with my blade.
Kind of snarls
Confident.
as you come forward.
Confidently standing here, I'm gonna trigger my green flame blade and just cut deep into his hopefully exposed shoulder as he's still stuck in the ground.
And you do so with a proficiency
Take this!
that was very surprising to this guy as you just drive your sword home. And
Fucking
The
bam.
attack. He's gonna finish him. So you can
What?
toss out the blade out. You drive in your blade, and you can just see life leaving him.
And I kick his body off of Calyx to check if he's okay. As green flames just leap to the guy on my north side.
Nice. So his body's like slumping, and you kind of just like jump into him, kick him off.
Yeah. Get off him.
And which guy do you want? This guy?
The guy
Green
on my
flame?
north, yeah.
All right. So Green Flame rips over to that guy, and he kind of cries out in pain, and is barely able to hang on and stand himself upright.
Fuck yeah.
It is.
He's almost toast. We're handling this.
This guy goes down, and the mercenary is going to take a turn as he's kind of like parrying and blocking himself with his greatsword. And he took 2 attacks earlier. He just kind of roars out and slashes his greatsword at the closest combatant, and is unable to land purchase as he is fatigued and wounded. So this hobgoblin is going to quickly spin and see that his commander has been defeated, and he's going to yelp and turn back and take a disengagement action. So he is going to run 30 feet back. He gets to here. And that guy is off, and this guy is up. So this hobgoblin is too caught with bloodlust and wounds to even see what's happening around him, and he just roars and slashes at Xavius for 12.
I just dip out of the way effortlessly.
Like a graceful cat, Xavius is unharmed. The hobgoblin roars his frustration.
Wait, you.
Calyx is up.
Whoa. That killed the captain?
I killed the captain, yeah.
Oh my god.
I crit the fuck out of him.
Mhm.
Damn it, Sharon.
Yay, I'm stabilized.
Hey!
Nice.
You're up.
And then roll a 1d,
Excellent.
but I'm unconscious for an hour.
So, this hobgoblin in the back with his bow is going to kind of snarl his outrage at seeing his commander get dropped, and then he's going to cock an arrow and line it up for his killer. Send one final shot at Xavius.
Ooh.
And it crit fails as he lines up in outrage. You want to roll a D100 for me?
Yep, this is gonna bounce right off Dugan's Shield of Faith.
No, this is gonna. He tried to shoot it at you, but instead he shot it into his own foot and is paralyzed.
Excellent.
We'll see. We'll see.
So
What do we get with 38?
38?
Hell yeah.
So as he lines up his shot, he starts to look at the battlefield and he sees his commander dead on the ground, and he starts to begin to fear that he is far outclassed by these opponents. And he gains a disadvantage on his next attack roll and fumbles his shot entirely.
Ha!
The woe of the battle is overcoming him. His opponents are far superior than he is. And he's going to run. So he's off map by about 15 feet. And this guard is going to continue the assault against this hobgoblin. As he starts to see that they're winning and morale is rising, he's going to roar out a victory cry and attack the goblin. And is unable to land purchase as the goblin's last bit of effort. It goes into parrying this guy's attack. And then Randy is going to follow up on his subordinate's attack and come in swinging and also unable to block. This guy is on his last legs, parrying the shit out of these two. The noble is going to attempt to catch his daughter as she moves another 20 feet into the woods and catch up to her. No big deal. Evola's turn.
Okay. So it's just these guys left, really?
Yep. And
It's
this guy.
This guy? Oh no, this guy.
There's 3 of them left. but they're kind of in shambles.
Okay, I'm going to advance.
All right.
Bats.
There.
All right. So Ebola moves up. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
And I want to see something. Forget how this one works.
I'm
I
pulling out my biggest spell.
No, I haven't used this one in forever because last time I used it, it didn't hit. So I was like, screw this one. I'm gonna. I would like to use Chaos Bolt
Okay.
with my Meta Magic Twin spell.
Twin spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
and hit these guys if possible.
Is it have what's its range?
120.
All right. Yeah, you can just do it. So you charge up the spell and do it as if you were doing it in one hand, and then as you're about to cast it, you just kind of like seek your inner power and rip it apart into both your palms. And now you have like two black balls of chaos like dancing in your palms.
Okay.
You launch either one. So the first one, 13,
Yeah,
misses.
I
The
need to
second
roll.
one?
I wasn't sure if I have to roll again.
Yeah, so the second one hits. So this guy gets struck by a chaos bolt as you launch it across the battlefield. I believe it's like 2d8s.
Yep, 16. I don't know what this +1 is.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
wait, it is. Yes, it is. Because it's 2d8s plus 1d6 damage.
Okay, I thought it was something like silly like that. And if the d8s are the same, they are. It bounces off its target and goes for another target, right?
I believe. So.
What? So good.
So it hits this guy for 16, and then what's the spell say?
Hold on, let me open it. I had just closed it. um,
Pretty sure if both the 8s are the same, it picks a new target.
choose on a hit, the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. Choose one of the DDSSs. The number you roll on that die determines what type of attack damage. I think we went with lightning. If you roll the same number on both d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet. Make a new attack roll against the new target.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got it. So you have to actually roll for the element of it as well at the beginning. You don't get to pick lightning. It's random.
Okay, so what am I rolling here?
It doesn't really matter. None of these guys have immunities.
It's
But
D8.
at the beginning of this spell, you would roll for the element, and then you would roll for the shot. And the shot hits, it has a damage roll, and if the damage roll has a duplicate, it picks a new target. So you get to roll attack roll again on this guy.
Big money, big money, big money.
So roll to attack, and so the Chaos Bolt misses him again. So this guy dodges one, and then dodged a second one that ricocheted off this guy.
So this guy got 16 damage then. Or 17.
Yeah, that guy got obliterated and just infused with all sorts of chaotic energy. He kind of shrivels into a dead husk. All right.
Okay. Okay. I'm happy.
And it is not your turn. You're out. And your turn. No, you're out. It's Dugan's
That's
turn.
a good sign.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at the guy with the shield then, and hopefully I can at least land a single shot this encounter.
We'll see. Let's see if you help at all. I mean, you like saved their asses on several encounters, so if you have to sit back for one or two,
15 misses, doesn't it?
it does actually.
Yeah.
You guys are
Well
six-
armored folk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Xavius.
Yeah.
That guy's a big dummy. Just grab his tusk first and then stab him. And I'm also gonna look at him and be like, hey, dummy. Hey, look over here.
He kind of like cocks his head. He doesn't really know where he's looking, but he hears the voice and he kind of snarls in rage.
Hot damn.
So Sketch is going to take her initiative and charge him. She can only get that far, and then it's Xavius' turn, unless Dugan is moving around. But just sitting
Oh.
on Chef.
You're right. I'm
Shit
gonna
talk.
You're right. I'm gonna actually go into the wood to follow the family and make sure they're okay.
How are
Bounds
you?
over there on Chief. Easy.
Yeah, 40 feet, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
How are your death saves, Tom?
He's
He
up.
just
stabilized.
got a crit. He's good.
You're fine.
I'm stabilized. I'm just unconscious for an hour.
Oh, excellent. Okay. And this guy in front
Yep.
of me is pretty weak. So I'm gonna take another big slash at him. No green flame this time because he has no neighbors that I want to hurt.
Well then.
So I'm going to, feeling emboldened by Dugan's suggestion, I'm gonna grab his tusk and give him an uppercut with my saber.
And you're unable to penetrate his defenses as you grab his tusk. You
Advantage.
kind of
Advantage.
parry. Oh, do you get advantage?
Aha!
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That
the
tusk!
tusk was the way to go.
Thank God the
So
tusk.
he was about to parry it with his arm, but then you wrenched his tusk and it pulled his whole face around and you just cut him to the side.
The hobgoblin with no face. Holy shit.
Kind of slashed him in the back of the neck as you wrenched his tusk to the right.
Good call, Dugan. You're especially savage today.
And that guy's done skis. And
Alright, I have movements. I'm going to I have 40 feet of movement, so I'm going to run up to this last enemy with my cat-like reflexes off of my blade song and engage him in the melee.
nice.
I'm gonna look at him all in an intimidating fashion and smirk.
So as you charge up upon this hobgoblin, like, yeah, he's just kind of shocked at how sideways the battlefield went, and you can just see it in his face. And we'll let Dalian do his move. I believe he can actually get somewhere. Yep, you get right up on him, make an attack with his great sword as he roars out, "Comrade, well struck!" And he runs up next to you, and he swings his great sword, and is unable to find Purchase still.
Poor
Poor
guy.
guy. Yep. And actually, what else does he have? He is. Yeah, fuck it. He's gonna use Action Surge,
Ah! Yay!
and he's gonna use Fighting Spirit. And so he misses his first attack, and then you just, with renewed vigor, he roars out and brandishes his great sword in like a blur of movement and attacks again. But this time he does so with advantage from his fighting spirit. And gains 5 temporary hit points because he is a samurai.
Nice. Respect.
And he strikes this guy for. Did it give me the damage? No, it just gives me the attack. Oh. Well. I believe he does +3 and 1 more d6. Oh, 3, 4, 5. He does 7 damage and gains 5 temporary. Alright. And he kills the guy. Yeah, I helped.
He did something.
So Dalian just kind of roars and then slashes the guy, and then at the end he just kind of body checks him with his blade as like a cutting board and just runs it into the guy.
That's fucking glorious.
Kind of pushes him off and roars, and then kind of succumbs to his wounds just as quickly as he slumps to one knee. The battle is won, gentlemen
Woo!
and lady. Where is my victory?
I want to raid him.
So I wanna glance around and try to find that the fleeing girl with Dugan, but it'll take a while for me to catch up, I imagine.
They're not far off. As you go to search, they really didn't go far, considering the battle was basically won and the girl just kind of got.
So I'm gonna
Alright.
be like, "Hi there, everything's okay. We got you. Come back over here where it's safe now."
Look, he's using his sunny voice.
I'm using my talking to baby's voice. I didn't realize that was my sonny's voice.
Basically the same thing.
That's me, not the character. So hey, little girl, come back this way. We have candy.
Oh
How's that? Is that
no.
better?
Jeez.
That is
Eh,
much worse.
Not quite. All right, somebody roll me a d20, a d10, and a d6.
I got the D20.
I got the 10.
I'll
wanna get the
take
6,
the
Tom?
6.
Oh.
Tom's
Okay.
unconscious.
So you guys found 16 gold, 30 silver, and 50 copper.
Oh, good thing I rolled the one that didn't matter as much. So let's before we wake up the big guy, let's split this gold.
Well, no. I'm
Oh, you know I'm joking.
I'm actually nowhere near the gold anyways. I just pursued the people.
I will take 4 gold.
Really, Dugan? We're not past this yet?
I took 4 gold.
All right.
Okay, I'll take my 4 gold too, and then I'll cast Healing Word on Tom to wake him up.
All right, and
Oh, hey, that's the biggest one. You get the biggest heal I can give you, Tom.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I guess the noble and little girl are okay. What are they saying? Just approached them and said the battle is won. Should probably come to our camp where it's safe.
so you see the noble. He's like still pretty shaken, and he's kind of wounded as well. And he kind of like just shakes his head, and he looks around. He's like, I can't thank you enough. I was certain we were goners. My little girl and I are quite grateful to you, and tremendously lucky that you came upon us.
Aye, a solid bit of luck it's been this day. Couldn't just leave you guys hanging.
I thank the gods. I assume you have a caravan nearby.
Yeah, just a short jog to the east.
My men and I would be more than happy to join you, and would be grateful for the company as we travel forward towards Daggerford.
That's where we're
Barely
headed,
made
right?
our trip, and we were assaulted by this. I suppose this is why you travel in or the large numbered caravans on these roads.
Aye, it seems to be the safest bet.
He just kind of shakes his head, and like you see anxiety still like rippling through him. So he's gonna go towards his men, and his men are coming back. Like Randy is actually unharmed, no worse for wear as the other guy is basically on death's door.
uh,
So they kind of all get together and walk back towards the caravan, I guess.
Miss Skesh, we have medics at the caravan, right? Some
As
way
she moves
to
towards
aid
you,
these
she's kind of like
people?
shaking the blood off her axe there, and she's like looks at you and she's like, "Well, I mean, there's plenty of people that know first aid. I don't know if we have any designated priests among our ranks."
Aye. Well, hopefully we can take care of these people. It's all right that I offered them to join, right? I don't have any bearing in this caravan.
Of course, I mean, the more the merrier at this point. We can
That's a
take all the civilized folks that we can along this journey.
That's a good point. I woke Tom up, but my healing word is going to be, keep your goddamn mouth shut.
That sounds like it's more than one word.
Yeah.
I heard the word keep. Excellent.
So we're going to gather everyone. You guys get 1,400 experience.
Beautiful. Each?
Not bad for taking a
No.
nap.
We're
I
gonna
just-
add Skesh and Dalian to the group, so everybody gets 100. But since this is an event on the caravan journey, we're gonna give you all 250 each.
250 each.
Yeah. For being awesome caravan guards.
Hell yeah, team. Bring the hype.
So what's everybody at? I'm at 4. Roughly correct, or have I missed a bunch?
I'm at 5,024.
I'm at 5452.
Yep.
I'm
I've been
at
missing a whole
6119.
bunch. Yep. I have not been keeping track of this. That's what I thought.
I thought I missed last time's too. Like I didn't add last time's.
Yeah, I'm really bad for just not writing it in.
I mean, I've been writing everyone's down, like not everyone's, but all the experiences you guys have gained. So as long as you're all roughly around the same amount and you're all playing my game,
Oh,
I'll
I
make
missed
sure
the
that you all
600
kind
from
of
last time. That
balance
gets
out eventually.
October 10th. I didn't get October 10th, so that was 600 apiece. And I didn't add that because I was already offline when you put that on there.
Hmm.
Oh, that's the one that I missed, and that puts me right around the other two. So I'm maybe I missed more. Who knows?
The thing about my game is I'll make sure that you guys do more to balance it out. And
Oh, I'm not
as
in
long
any
as
way
the
complaining.
highest person isn't too far ahead, then that's like the most experience that could have been dished out. You
Oh,
guys have
hey.
done.
So then that means I'm at 6719.
So you
Why?
leveled up.
How are you 1,000 something
Yeah.
ahead of Troy?
Why
now?
are you that?
I don't know.
No. Why? What were you at just a second ago?
Maybe she
What
took the group amount one time. That's all it would take. Is just one adventure for her to have taken the group instead of the individual.
That's possible, but I was just at like I didn't get last times, but I was at 6119.
What are you at, Troy?
I'm at 5452, and I think I was the highest. I did something
Yeah.
solo.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Calix and Troy were among the highest, doing the most bonus shit.
Yeah, I know Troy was the highest from saving the people in the beginning.
Yeah,
Oh, I
But,
didn't
like-
get this 410 from an orc battle.
I don't think anybody should be above them.
Oops.
I'm right around where Dugan is. We should be pretty close in experience.
I missed this orc battle, so I'm at 53.
Yeah, Vol, actually, you should probably be the lowest because you came in the later.
Yeah, but I did some of the stuff with Troy. Like I went off with Troy when Dugan and Calix didn't.
But there's no way you could have got an extra 1,000.
No, I know, but I'm
I
not
think we're all roughly the same. Why don't we just all say everyone's at 5,200? Why not? It's a good number.
I've been tracking mine. I know I'm still behind.
All right, it actually doesn't matter because I'll just go back through it.
Okay.
I'll get some real numbers because
Sorry,
I have
guys.
everything written down. Either way, that's probably a good amount to be
Okay.
at. You should be at around like
5,000.
5,000 to 5,200 at the most.
I'll,
Maybe a bit higher.
yeah, I'll stick
Troy's
with
the
mine.
highest, though. Yeah.
I like mine.
Either way, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter right now.
And I'm going to get a coffee and we're going to get off this map as we all regroup back to the caravan. I'm going to go back to the world map. And we're going to get. Yeah.
You're getting a coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
I will go get the thing.
Yeah, give me a few minutes.
I will
Sure.
be back.
move map again. Welcome back, Captain Psy.
I don't know why I'm so tired.
I know why I'm tired.
I've not had a hard week. I've just had a boring week.
My week has been extremely hard.
I'm
We've
so
had late
sorry.
nights every night, and we had 6 procedures today.
Oh no. I'm gonna continue to complain about having a boring week. I'm sorry. There's nothing that can be done. Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, because this, oh my god. I'm going to complain about things, and you're going to be like, David, stop being a complaining person. But,
Say that.
yesterday, hi, Cooper. Yesterday, I had a contractor. They were supposed to do work from 10 to noon. It was to show up at 10, finish by noon. So I'm there to let him in and to get him started and to show him what needs to be done. And I wait. And I wait some more. And I wait some more. And then it's 11:30. And I'm like, hey, gotta call this guy, figure out why the hell he's not doing his job.
That's never fun.
Never fun. So I call the guy and he's like, hey, I don't know what's going on here. Or what did he say? But he was like, hey, something. No, he didn't even apologize. He was just like, oh, well.
Oh well.
Son of a bitch. And then he starts getting to work. He's like, okay, it'll take me until around 4. I'm like, how does this make any sense around 4? I'm like, that's okay, whatever. I'll go back to the office. Get back to the office. Traffic is terrible. I get back. I do maybe an hour of work. Look at the drive. I'm like, well, I gotta get on the road again if I want to get there for 4. Toronto traffic's the worst.
Oh.
I drive back. He's like, yeah, I think it'll take me longer than 4.
Oh, great.
And then I'm like, okay, how much longer? And he's like, I don't know, maybe an hour.
An hour.
So I go to some clothing stores and they have nothing that's any good. And I go, like, try to waste an hour as best I can. Show back up. He's not done yet. He's like, another half hour. I sit in the car watching YouTube videos for half an hour.
Oh my god.
He's like, okay, we're done. I'm like, okay, walk me through everything. Make sure you're done. He starts walking me through.
See how done you are.
The first step, it doesn't work. The very first step.
What a champ.
Yep.
Alrighty, heroes. I'm
So-
back. And I'm ready
Wait,
with-
finish your story. Finish your story.
I'm getting there. So the very first step, it doesn't work. So while I'm there, and this is a factory that we haven't put lights in yet, and it's a rainy day, so there's no light anywhere. So we're in the dark, using our phones and our phones alone for light.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, yay. So we're using our phones and our phones alone for light. He's trying to fix it. I wait for him to fix it. I just like sit on the concrete floor in the corner. And I wait. And a full hour passes. So this was supposed to be 10 until noon. I leave that factory at 7 p.m.
That's so fun. Just
So-
waiting.
Like I said, it wasn't a hard week. It was just a very, very boring week.
Just a bullshit week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bullshit week. Sorry to hear that, champ. Well, we'll inject more excitement today. Bring the hype. We're on the move.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah, so this is why I'm low energy. Is I'm just so like tired and bored from this week. So I'm sorry I'm low energy, guys.
Okay, man.
Uh,
We'll make up the difference.
Yeah, so that Mr. Lord Dion, what's your business anyways? We didn't really talk about that.
Noble, Dio?
Yeah, Dio. Yeah, where are you headed? What's going on? You said you're headed to Daggerford?
We were making a trip up there. I was supposed to be the ambassador for Boulder's Gate. Let's see, these guards were
You're the
commissioned.
ambassador.
I was supposed to go up there and build relations between them and Daggerford. It's been kind of rocky the last few years.
Damn, yeah.
I mean, these men here were sent with me to defend me and my child as we relocate up to Daggerford. But beyond that, we don't have much more than, our personal belongings. They kind of pull their wagon and shit into the caravan. Their horses are dead, obviously, but they can make do
Yeah.
by putting their shit with others and then carrying them on their backs and shit.
So I guess
That's money.
you're moving with your family.
I mean, his daughter is with him. He's like, I have my daughter here, and my wife passed away many years ago. And yeah, I was just trying to conduct business and move along the road as quickly as possible. And the hobgoblins came out of nowhere, ambushed us.
Ugh. The guards who maybe lost, were they important to you, or were they just hired?
I mean, they've been my household guards for several years now, but I didn't know them too personally beyond work.
So you lost some loyal soldiers then.
I regret their passing. That is for
he,
sure.
he bitch doesn't respect his household guard.
I don't know. Is that the impression we get?
It's the impression
You
I
can do
get.
an insight roll if you want.
Okay.
Doesn't know
I
his
got-
guard well enough to mourn them.
I got which one's insight? Yeah, wisdom. I got a +3. Let's do this. Oh, average.
So as you look at him, like his body language doesn't seem overly tense. Doesn't appear as though he's lying.
So I'm gonna
maybe he's
murmur
just
to
overly
Calyx,
cold.
who's in the same group as I am. I'll kill him in his sleep.
I didn't hear that.
He seems more concerned with his daughter than his men.
Aye, no doubt. How was the lass?
She's no worse for wear, just shaken up. And we're gonna start rolling for the days as they pass by. You guys can talk to whomever in the caravan trip, but we're gonna go ahead and have somebody roll a d20 for today.
Tom didn't get to roll yet.
Too
late.
All right. So the day goes by pretty uneventful, considering the last several days. It's quite a quiet day, and everybody's pretty relieved. I mean, I imagine the heroes are relieved as well, but the caravan folks, don't want to have to fight more hobgoblins.
Yeah. That's
Wait, is Phoenix not nearby?
Phoenix is not anywhere nearby. In fact, as this day progresses, his merchant comes up to Xavius. He has a stoic expression on his face, and he just nods to you and then presents a letter in scroll bound.
I take it with heavy heart. I knew he was gone, right? I think I
Mhm.
noticed that.
I mean,
yeah, he just
his
didn't say
presence is
goodbye.
not noticeable in the caravan.
Yeah. And I kind of
And-
figured what happened.
And so you are presented with a scroll. And I am going to send you a file.
Yes.
Is that yep, okay, that's good. And you can rename that whatever you'd like.
Untitled document 1.pdf.
I don't know why I downloaded that untitled doc.
I like it.
Right? Take it as you will.
I like it best how it's not just untitled documents. Untitled document 1.
There's more to come.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
All right,
Ooh.
we are hilarious. Moving on.
Ooh.
So you get that note, and he kind of just nods again, and then walks back to his caravan.
I kind of thank him distractedly while I take the note.
He kind of doesn't even really notice it as he turns. He knew that you were pretty distracted. Just kind of nodded and turned away as you were staring down. And we are going to have another person roll as Xavius dwells on the note he's been given. And the caravan marches on at a somber pace. And, nice. So another day progresses uneventfully. The caravan marches on. You guys make camp. You know, you wake up, eat breakfast, and then you're back on the march.
What about second breakfast?
Well, second breakfast has to be on the move,
Oh, that's good.
obviously. You know, you just sit on Chief and you eat while you go. It's all good. And the caravan carries on at a good pace. And we'll have another person roll. And right.
Ha!
So, oh,
Oh.
no,
Oh,
no. Teach
sorry.
me rolls. All good though.
Sorry, I thought there was no rolling happening. Cue that for the next one.
So the day carries on. Another uneventful one, it would seem. And
Making good progress. We're almost heading the edge of the world.
okay, well. How do you do GM rolls again? Slash.
GR.
Slash
GR.
GR.
Oh, you don't put roll. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, and then roll what? Nope.
No, I don't know what
Slash
you're
GR,
rolling.
not GM.
Josh,
Yeah,
GR.
Can't that be the
GR.
game master?
Yeah. You can also go to the advanced dice roller and it'll have a... No, it doesn't have a GM option. Maybe it's because I'm not a GM.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought that dice roller pop-out had one, but maybe it doesn't.
So as you guys start this particular journey, you've had breakfast, second breakfast,
Second breakfast.
and you're walking along. Let's reveal a bit more area. Doesn't really make any difference in this scenario. You're still in the field of the dead. That picture in the top left is still pretty apt, as there's just plains and hills, mountains in the
We're in the
distance.
field of the dead. Oh my god, so
Mhm.
many dead.
And so, after second breakfast this particular day, as you're walking about, you guys round the corner, and the lead people in the caravan kind of stop, and you hear shouts from Skesh up in the front. And she kind of moves forward to look. I don't know if anybody wants to go with her.
I'll go with
Sure.
her.
Okay. So, Avola and Dugan kind of saunter up to the front. Sketch has walked a few paces forward, and she's kind of stopped, and she's looking at something. And from where you guys are, what it looks like is a human head in the road. So, if you guys want to roll perception for me, as you kind of glance at this head-shaped object in the middle of the road. Where do I keep losing my spot?
I don't think I can roll above a 10 today. I don't think it's in the cards for me.
And so, what'd you guys get?
60.
Evola got
So David's like Dugan's looking from the back of Chief, and you kind of just agree with Sketch. You're like that is a head, and then Avola peers at it, and she's like, that's a person. It's a person buried. There's a neck. I don't think they're conscious, but I can see the neck buried in the ground. You guys are about 100 yards out.
I'm gonna say that's not good.
I want to walk over to the
I've
head.
heard of growing heads
Okay.
of lettuce, but I
So
don't-
Dugan's kind of like stammering to himself, and Avola just kind of takes
See? This
the
is
initiative and
right.
starts walking forward. So let's put everyone here.
Oh, new battle map. Where's the
no,
head?
no, it's a walking map. No, that's this. No, this
You
is
guys
not a
don't see
battle
that?
map. I see the head.
There is a head.
Where am I?
Hold
There are
up.
no PCs.
The head's at the point of my arrow.
We
I
don't
know that.
need PCs.
Oh, okay.
Do you really want to be on this map?
No, very much not.
There we go.
It's just a head, guys.
Evola, you
Or
can
is
go
it?
on ahead.
Ah!
Anyways, I lost Sketch. She's
Did we
gonna-
did we have time to rest by chance?
Yeah, it's been 2 days.
Yeah, we had 3 days.
Yeah, we had like 2 days or 2 days.
Sorry, I don't make that explicitly known, but as the time passes on the caravan journeys, you guys can see me out.
Okay, I just want to get myself back.
Oh, where's my spell list right now?
Where
I don't want
is?
to change it. Yeah, after what happened with that angel, I think I'm good.
All right. So Sketch
I
is
keep-
gonna follow Avola.
Can I keep walking?
It's pretty free roam. I haven't, like, you guys don't see any enemies. You just see this head.
Okay, I'm gonna stick in the forest with my crossbow loaded and pointed at this head.
I'm just gonna my caravan.
All right, Sketch is gonna follow up with Avola, and as she comes up next to Avola, she turns to you. She's like, well, "What the hell do you think's going on here?"
I don't know, but I want to ask the head questions. So I'm gonna see first of all if it's alive. Is it awake?
So
Oh.
it's unconscious. As you get closer, it's obvious that it's a person buried, and there's a word written on his forehead.
What's the word?
It
Is it
says
bird?
Oathbreaker.
Is it,
Oathbreaker. Sorry.
I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm gonna kind of like tap it gently on the top of the head, like, "Hello, wake up."
So he's unconscious. You can see the dehydration is really like taking this person.
Can I pour some water in his mouth, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, do you have some water? You have
I think
water skin?
I think I have one.
Okay. I'm assuming you do, probably, with your rations and trip.
Dungeoneer's pack.
So you take out some water and give me a medicine check as you attempt to like administer to him,
Make sure I don't drown him.
basically.
Oops. Okay, it's 7.
So he kind of like it doesn't really accept the water. You're kind of like pouring it. It's just kind of dribbling over his mouth and off his cheek.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
good.
stop
You
then.
can try again if you want. I'll let you attempt. Actually,
on
Sketch
seeing-
will help you, so you get advantage.
Okay.
So we'll say you got the 10, and
So-
you woke him up.
On seeing Evola doing that, I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna say, "No, you don't water these. You dig them out." I'm gonna take my shovel out of my backpack and offer to help.
I'm just gonna tell him, hold on. I'm gonna be like, why are you in the ground, sir?
So the water you administer to him, he like kind of chokes on it a little bit and like slowly starts to open his eyes and like squints at you. He's like, thank you.
Why?
I could use some assistance.
Okay, Dugan, dig him out.
Well, he asked.
Well, I'm gonna start digging.
Okay, so you start digging, and as you're digging, Skesh kind of like takes a step back, and she's just staring at him, shaking her head. She's like, I don't know about this. I mean, who the hell would bury him for no reason?
Is
I
it still
don't
just
know.
the
It's
three of
Field
them?
of the Dead.
Yeah.
I think that they think this is how you grow undead. Is you just leave a guy here and then you wait some time, and then bam, undead. Hey, I'm gonna hit him in the side of the face with the like just in the cheek with the back end of the shovel. Hey, what oath did you break?
He like kind of is taken aback by like the ever so slight slap. It's almost too much for him, and he's like, what? I I can't recall. I mean, I was with another caravan group, and then they said I stole. Next thing I knew, I was being buried alive as a trial on road.
Can I roll insight to see if he's lying?
If
He
you
says
have
he
come up,
doesn't know. Oh, sorry, that's what I just asked you. If we're
Oh,
with
I-
the group now.
I thought you asked if that was just them. Are you joining them? You're welcome to.
Okay. Yeah, I want to join them.
All right.
It's been a while.
So you saunter up. As you're moving up, you kind of catch the end of like his words, so you can like.
18.
So it's hard to tell from body language because you can't see much,
He does not have any body language.
but you sense that there's a lot of holes in his story.
So who asked that question? It was Dugan who asked.
Yeah.
whether he's- Okay, I want to just like casually say to Dugan, it's like, I don't know if that doesn't seem right.
I'm gonna lean into my shovel and just set it down in the ground beside him and stop digging and say, don't see much of a purpose in digging out a thief, anyways. And just stare him in the face until he gives me a better answer.
Okay, hold up.
What would that be? That's not intimidation. What would you call that?
Persuasion?
Maybe performance?
Want to see if he'll actually do it? Oh, you'll actually do
No,
it.
to see if like he believes my ridiculous performance of, well, guess I'm not gonna do this. Is it persuasion? I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't find what I'd written, and I actually have something more written. A real story, because I made that
Real
up on the
story.
fly. I was like, wait, what the hell? Well, I don't remember, and I don't know where it is. So his real story is, and I'll let you roll insight on it. So we'll just backtrack a few moments here. So he's in response to Dugan getting hit him with the shovel. He kind of like is taken aback. He's like, my name is Carlin Amafel, and I was supposed to marry a woman. I broke off the engagement when I discovered that her fathers and brothers were all bandits, and they were expecting me to join them. This was what they did for me when they caught me after the engagement.
I would like to do intimidation and make him tell me the real story, because I don't believe that.
You sure you didn't steal something yourself there, sir?
Yeah, can I use intimidation to get him
Yep,
to tell
go for it. So you kind of like rear up on him and just kind of loom over him, and he's pretty intimidated at this point with his fatigue state and low demeanor. And he looks at you. He's like, Miss, I swear, I mean, I was caught. I broke my oath, and this is what they did to me. I
Yeah.
was supposed to marry a woman. And
Insight?
you have
Yeah.
insight on it?
Do you want to use the insight that I got before? Or you want me
Yeah.
to roll
Sure.
it?
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have to re-roll it because you'd be coming up on this part.
All right.
So there's definitely lots of holes in his story still.
All right. I will say again. That doesn't sound right to me. You sure there's something you're not telling us there, good sir?
He's pretty shaken up at this point, and he kind of like looks at you, and he looks at Evola, and then he shakes his head and kind of just sighs, and he's like, "Do you guys know the Harpers?"
I know
Nope.
of the Harpers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop, Harper.
He's kind of like looks up at as you say that you recognize the name. Kind of looks at Xavius. What you want
Nothing
to do something?
positive
Dude?
about it, though.
What?
I know
So at
that
this
name,
point-
but there's nothing positive about it.
More people are going to start coming up. So the caravan is going to start moving up more with like merchants. You hear them yelling because they don't see any fighting. And a couple of merchants come up with their caravan and start pulling up.
I want to
Because
say
they-
to this
they've seen
guy,
ahead.
it's like, if you would speak of the Harpers, do it quickly.
I'm still with
And
my
so-
merchant, so if my
Yeah.
merchant goes up, I'm.
Oh my gosh! Those ones.
We'll say that the Calyx is with the merchants as they're moving up. So they're about halfway to the distance now. And so he like you see like a flicker of recognition in his eyes as you start talking about the Harpers too, and he looks at you and then looks around at everybody around him. And he sighs again. He's like, I was working with them and I was caught under a mission, and this was what happened to me. I really can't say more, and I shouldn't be talking about it now. And he kind of puts his eyes down. I should accept my punishment and my fate.
So sorry. You were working for the Harpers and you got caught by a different party. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he was like a spy, and he got caught.
Okay. I want to roll insight on that because I want to be super careful about this.
All right, go for it.
Oh.
So, again, it's difficult to tell as he's buried up to his neck in limited body language.
Yeah.
His words and his pleas and his voice say that he's telling the truth.
Okay, I'm gonna start
Alright.
digging again then.
Yeah. I trust your word. Let's.
I'm gonna look at the
speak
dwarf
no
and
more
say,
of
you know,
this."
I hear good things about dwarves and underground. You could be a touch more helpful.
So,
Or sorry, you
Kinda like-
couldn't be a touch less helpful. How's that?
she kind of just looks shocked
Oh
and
my
like
God.
boxed the whole situation. And then she goes, "What the hell is the Harpers? Why are you helping this man? I don't understand. Clearly, he was caught doing something wrong."
A bard that I used to be friends with, a very good friend of ours, was part of a band, the Harpers. They had this amazing harp soloist.
Oh Lord.
His name was Leo of the Sin. Synth. His synth riffs were completely amazing, and I wink at the man buried and see if there's any recognition in his eyes.
I just like casually shake my head off to the
The
side.
man buried, like, just nods his head. Yeah. And I'm gonna give you advantage on that roll for deception. So, Skesh, like, is kind of shocked with this information, but then, thinks about it, puts it all together. Harper's, band, music, this man, Dugan, bards. Okay, I suppose. I mean, if you're certain that this Oathbreaker, she kind of glares at him, can be trusted. I mean, you fought well in the last fight. I would have to concede to your judgment.
Oh, I've no certainty he can be trusted. I've just certainty that he's better off out of the ground than buried in it.
I say we give him a
Perhaps.
fair shot.
Well, if we're in agreement, then I suppose we can't just leave him here. That is not civilized.
I agree.
And so I'm gonna get some merchants on here. You guys can start taking action. Calyx is gonna be moving up closer as the merchants are moving up. Let's make camp.
I just want to turn and leave and let them dig out that guy, but as I turn, I just want to say we'll have words later. and then return to my merchant.
Sounds good. And then
I'm gonna be carrying the guy back or like helping him walk back to the group, and I'm gonna bring him up to the guard that I'm guarding that sells drinks and be like, "Hey, this guy needs a drink. I got us a good customer."
The thirstiest
So-
man alive.
you have a little more resistance from the merchants as you're like trying to dig them out. Like more people come and they're like, "What? Oathbreaker!" Like, give me like a charisma roll just to calm them, or persuasion to continue doing this. So you're pretty wily, and you tell them about who you believe he is, and you know that he's just you lay his lie out a little bit more, that he was just an oathbreaker from a marriage, and this man doesn't deserve to be punished in such ways.
And then I'll look at anyone that really challenges me and be like, "Now, you wouldn't want to turn into an undead this way, would you?"
So yeah, pretty much everybody is like just balks at that, and they're like, "Well, no, of course not." And nobody really gets in your way as you dig this man out, kind of just dehydrated and dirty. As you guys pull him out, you do see a tattoo on his arm that is reminiscent of a Harper symbol,
That makes me feel good.
but he's wearing nothing but a loincloth.
So I know that I have like 3 different costumes, but this filthy man is getting none of them.
Poor man. Poor man.
Okay, so Amophil is incredibly grateful for all your help, and he's able to procure some shitty clothes from people in the caravan. Other people are like, you know, for God's sakes, have some decency, and they cover him up and shit. And he's more than happy to take a drink. At your recommendation, you're the guard for the boozy guy, right, Dugan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so at your recommendation, that guy is more than happy to give him a drink on the house. Clearly has no money. And yeah, he just kind of somberly takes it and starts walking and kind of like regaining his strength. If you guys want to bug him, he is there, but not in great condition yet.
Yeah, I want to wait till there's less attention going around for me to bug him.
And until everyone thinks I'm asleep.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go back to the world map then, and everybody's back
So yeah, I'll wait till nightfall.
in more or less caravan form, and move it a day ahead, and then we'll get a little campground for tonight, I guess. I got one of my camps. I don't know, many camps that I have ready. Might as well use them. All right. A little bit of a campground here. You guys with me on that map?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a really nice map.
Yeah, I got a bunch ready that I haven't even really been using. So you know what? Just pepper them in.
Absolutely.
I like how all the horses are corralled together. It's so nice.
And let's
Hanging
get a
out.
few people on here. Is that everyone? Else? Not really.
My guy was over here last time.
There. It's not super important that I get everyone on here. But yeah, let's get the new guy. Okay, so the new guy is kind of like solemnly sitting off to the side, with his basically a blanket shirt and pants.
Where is he? Oh, over to the.
He's not on there yet,
Okay.
but like I'm just telling you guys, wherever hell he is, whoever wants to go speak to him.
I
This
would
is
like
the
to go
point of
speak
the
with him.
night journey, right?
Yeah, I'll leave Xavius on the merchant's tent with my alarm spell still ready to rock, and I'll go approach the guy casually.
We'll say he's here. This is him.
Oh, okay.
That's the guy who dug up, right?
Yep.
I gotta go chat with him.
How do I spell his name?
If I'm this close, I'm just gonna eavesdrop.
That's fair.
Alright, so are we the only ones in earshot? Like there's no NPCs around?
We'll say that
Okay,
you
so-
guys are careful not to speak loud enough for anyone to hear, and because like they are moving about and hustling and bustling. Like the camp would be quiet but still loud. Considering there's quite a few people in it. So if you guys talk low, then nobody can really eavesdrop for too far away.
Alright.
like, Really gauging in on you. Like Calix is not far off, and you could probably tell that he's just watching and listening.
Okay. So I want to approach and I'll say, Sir Amophil, I think now you need to tell us a little bit more about your story, and I want to flash him my own Harper's signet. So you can trust
so,
these
like,
folk. in
He
our
kind of
immediate
catches the glance of
vicinity.
it, and he looks around, and he nods seriously to you, and he sits back and he's like, "I can't thank you enough for believing me. I was certain I was done for out there. Only another day, and I would have died of dehydration for sure. But enough of that. Like I said, my name is Carlin Amophil,
Carlin.
and I am a human spy from the Harpers. I was tracking the Cult of the Dragon up north.
Ah,
They had earlier caravans coming this way, but it seemed like I got a bit too close to my target, and they did not like that.
so who
I
sent
asked
you?
I can't remember the guy's name, but Leosin.
Leosin. Oh, okay.
We
Or
know.
not, it wouldn't have been Leosin, it would have been the other guy.
Okay, I just want to make sure I recognize the name. Basically.
It would have been Onther,
Arthur
sorry.
Froome,
Oh, on
the member of the
I remember him.
the Order of the
Gauntlet.
Phoenix, or Order of the Gauntlet, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we were also sent by Arthur Froome and Leosin. Yeah, you were definitely among comrades. So what was your mission then? Just to observe, or because that's
I
sort of
was-
our mission.
I suppose I was a preliminary scout to the main body. I mean, we knew that the Cult of the Dragon was sending a smaller amount of treasure. I mean, we were tracking the greenest one. And as soon as we got word about the greenest plan, we saw another Cult of the Dragon group leaving just a week before you.
Just a week before us. How large was it?
It was not a large caravan at all, much smaller than this one. It left from the opposite side of the city.
Were you able to learn anything before you were captured?
Unfortunately, I was not. It seems I was overzealous in my mission, and before I knew it, the cult was onto me. They attempted to kill me during the day, but the merchants wouldn't allow it.
So why
They
the
claimed that I stole
Oathbreaker?
things, and then they ended up burying me in the road there as punishment.
Oh,
Had the cult had their way, them certainly would have just killed me and left me for dead.
you're lucky they
Thankfully,
didn't
there was
return
goodly
in the
people
night.
among the caravan. Aye, it's certain that they were trying to make haste, and just figured I was done for anyway.
Well, that group. If that group arrives to the fortress before we do, they will be wise to the fact that our organizations are onto them, which is not good.
He shakes his head. I don't think that they knew I was among the Harpers. I'm pretty sure they were just trying to get me out of their hair.
Did they not recognize your tattoo?
I know they don't know anything about our group. They just thought I was looking for their gold and trying to steal from their caravan.
And you're sure of this?
I'm certain, otherwise they would have killed me for sure. They just called me a thief, and then they attempted to kill me during the day as a trial among the civilized folk.
Well, that would be a stroke of luck.
I believe we have this stroke of luck. Kind of nods thoroughly. I I had quite a bit of time to lull over my situation while I was trapped there. And the one good thing that I drew upon it was I do not believe I broke my cover.
Well,
At
that's
the end of
good.
it, I failed my mission, but I had not broken I had not made it unbearable for my comrades.
Well, that is good. Do you have any suspicions or anything at all besides they were just a group taking? Like, why a smaller group? I thought they would all be waiting with this one.
It seems like they were collecting from other towns as well as Greenest. The Greenest Hall was the main one from several other towns, it would seem. But this is not the first time the cult has done this.
No.
Probably the largest time, though. He shook his head, looking around and looking at like the 4 wagons.
Yeah,
Like all the
we were
cultists.
there in Green Nest when it happened.
He like opens his eyes in exclamation, like, "You were the heroes of Greenest?"
Yeah.
I guess you can call us that.
I mean, you're known among the Order now. There was only one town that really held out.
Aye. Well, we failed to stop them, but at least we were able to save some.
He just nods his head. There was only so much you could do in the few band, like in the amounts that you had. I mean, the cult came with so many people. It's a miracle you were able to do anything at all.
Aye. We like to think we're a powerful bunch now.
Kind of shakes his head. He's like, "Well, you're certainly formidable to come this far, and we can only hope that you've gained enough experience to carry out the mission where I failed." He kind of just puts his head down in resignation. I will offer my aid as best I can. I really wish I could give you guys more. I know this mission is of utmost importance, and I can't believe I buffed it.
Well, you may yet have a chance at redemption, because just don't blow our cover with the cultists that are within this camp.
He just shakes his head like overly vigorously. Like, I would never do that. I would take my own life before I broke that cover.
All right. So what's our story for this conversation here? That's something to put our dwarven friend's mind at ease.
He looks around and kind of shakes his head like, I mean, people are allowed to speak. You can just be asking about my story.
I'm gonna no, I don't have a musical instrument. That's the other character. Never mind.
Dang.
Never mind what I said.
Gotta get you a musical instrument.
So with that, he looks around. He's like, we should probably keep this topic to a limit, or
conversation to a short amount of time. Yes.
Aye.
All right. Well, I guess we will let you know if we have need of you. But in the meantime, we are not known acquaintances. Any of us.
Of course not. I mean, honestly, that is the truth.
Yeah. No, I mean like the 5 of us.
He kind of like laughs at his own stupidity. Of course. I will be among the walkers here in the caravan, and I'll be certainly keeping an eye on our friends. He kind of gestures towards the cultist wagons. We'll say that they're over here.
Aye.
Cultists kind of keep to themselves, unlike the rest of the caravan folk who mingle, more or less.
Well, you'll definitely have eyes on you right now, so don't do anything rash. But in the meantime, I suppose enjoy your drinks with Dugan. And at that, I will take my leave.
Excellent. All right, I can throw a few more NPCs on here if you guys want this evening. Carry on trip itself.
Yeah, what else we got? What's my... Oh, I've been talking for so long. I'll let you guys talk.
I'm just gonna kind of hang out by my cart and rest then, I guess.
Okie dokie.
I want to go talk to the guy at the gargoyle.
Okay.
Phoenix's man.
I actually don't have a token for him that's not asleep. We'll just use the sleeping one.
He's tired, okay? So
Let's
he's
see
had to
how many
guard all
tokens
by
I can
himself.
put in all at once. Bam. This is him sleeping. He always sleeps when he's not speaking, which is almost never.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can hear Frank in the living room, and it's funny.
Whoa, it's not as funny as me.
Nothing is as funny as you, Nick. Don't worry.
Thanks, man.
Sorry, he keeps making jokes about how bad their farts stink. It's been going on
Alright,
for half an
that's
hour.
pretty funny.
There's a lot to compete with.
Okay, I think I put everyone on here. Sure. Go speak to Lefesto while I try and find him a better token.
Okay. I just want to ask him that it seems his guard has left him. He wants to know if he wants help. He wants a new guard.
So as you
It's-
approach,
it's a little too lively for me over at my camp.
as you approach, he kind of like nods towards you, and we'll say that he has a teamster because pretty sure he did 4.
I thought you just
Pretty
had
sure
his
somebody
gargoyle
spoke.
friend.
Did somebody not speak for him when Kirk spoke?
I don't think so.
All right, well he'll speak a little bit then. So he goes, perhaps I could use help. He kind of nods though. I did hire this man to replace Phoenix. He thinks
Ah.
about it. Actually, unfortunately, I don't. I can need another one.
I understand. Thought I would check.
Hmm. Yeah,
If you
no,
ever
I
need assistance, please know my
He-
offer stands.
nods his head in appreciation. And this guy, comrade, I saw you fight valiantly during the battle. We will always appreciate your assistance. Kind of like thumps his fist against his chest.
Is that the
Yeah.
boozer?
It's the new guy who replaced Phoenix.
Oh,
He's a
right.
half samurai. And that's people are moving about. This guy. Is anybody this dude's guard?
Oh, that's the new guy. Yeah, I did talk to
No,
him for a
that's-
while.
Another guy.
Oh, he
Well,
looks the
there's
same.
one guy that had no guard.
Yeah, that
Was
guy.
Dio?
There's a dwarf, and Skesh is his guard. And then there was a lawyer. I don't
Oh.
know if anybody got him. He doesn't have a wagon. He's just got money.
Possibly not.
I don't think anyone got him.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Kind of catches you as you walk past. He's like, "Good, sir. I believe you're a paladin. I can use
Aye.
your services if you're looking to jump ship."
I'm looking for a quiet caravan.
So
Yeah, I
Bade
made a mistake.
kind of sees this situation going on as he's like, "Huh, my man. Are you saying we're too boisterous for you?"
A little.
Your Lady Dugan seems to have no issue with it. He gestures to Dugan, who's having a hell of a time, just drinking her face off.
Hey! Ah! And I'm gonna glare at Calyx and say, "We were a team, remember?"
I don't want to be caught up in your antics, Miss Dugan.
And
There's only so much. Perhaps I could help you out. I think it might be a good fit.
he shakes his head and then moves forward. "Oh, Bade, get over yourself. You don't need all the guards. And at the end of it, I'm the one who's paying him, and you're saving yourself a fortune." The guy just kind of shrugs and smiles. He's like, "Oh, well, I suppose that's true. I mean, everyone's defending everyone as it is. Then a round of drinks on me then." kind of moves forward and starts pouring everyone drinks. He's just assuming Calyx and Aldor are taking one. Can't be rude, Calyx. That's not chivalrous.
What's that?
This guy's pouring you a drink, whether you want it or not.
Yeah, sure. To new companions.
Aye.
This-
Alright. So that Amophil is just gonna relax and chill and stay quietly eyeing the cultists across the way.
I just want to kind of shoot the shit with him then.
Alrighty. Everybody's casual and chatting away. Anybody else want to do anything?
Do have any of the cultists ever come to drink?
No, not really. They're really like separated. Like within the caravan unit, it's pretty obvious that the cultists are keeping to themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna say to Bade. So, I don't think I've ever seen a group of traveling men as dry as those fellas. Now, I've seen me a lot of men. A lot of them, if you know what I mean. They all come for the good drinks.
He kind of like, sits back in his chair and looks at you. He's like, "I bet you have seen a lot of men, Miss Dugan."
It's an
And,
awful
I
shame
bet
that we
you make a
can't
good
get these
point there.
customers.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think we should be doing something to get to know him better. Maybe push a few more coin into your hands.
So give me a persuasion roll if you're like pushing for something. And not what'd you get?
7.
All right. So he like looks around and he's like, I don't know. They don't seem like the most cheerful folk, if you know what I mean. I mean, kind of look like they'd punch you in the teeth if you got up to their
Ah.
business.
Glum gold, still gold nonetheless.
All right, roll advantage. Your persuasion. Or roll another persuasion. Oh, did you get 15 and then 7?
No, 18 is the new one.
Okay.
That was
He's
the
like,
last set.
you know what? You're totally right. We should go over there. So,
We?
yeah, of course. I mean, this dude, you gave me the confidence. You expect me to go over there on my own?
No,
plan.
good idea. Let's offer them a first drink, and then they'll definitely come back for seconds.
Miss
Aye.
Dugan, mind yourself when you go over there. I'll be watching.
Alright, so the camp's a bit of a mess, but that's fine. That works. Alright,
Okay.
so Beta, he smiles at you and he's like, well, then let's go.
Okay.
No time like the present.
So I'm gonna make a lot of noises. I'm walking over, like, "Hey, lad,
So
would you care for some merriment? Been an awful lot of mint, but not an awful lot of merry over here. We would happily relieve you of some of that mint and give you some merry."
So 3 of the cultists, kind of caught off guard by your boisterousness. And then one kind of straightens himself out and moves forward. He's like, miss, I thought we were told you not to come near our caravan. And so Bade at that point is going to step forward and be like, "Bah, easy there, gentlemen. Miss Dugan ain't causing no fires and causing no harm. We're all in this together, don't you know?" And so he'll roll a persuasion. I'm going to say he's merchant who's super nice and happy and charismatic, so +3. No, he's going to have proficiency in persuasion. +5. Oh. So they're quite charmed by this man as he steps forward and takes the initiative for Dugan. Bats for her. And, this guy moves over, and we're going to say Dugan, we're going to do a luck roll. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but roll a d20 with no modifiers and beat a 12. I was gonna say. These guys are still not happy to have you near their camp, based on what happened and who they are. They don't know what you're about, it would seem, but you know, the situation that happened before, they're not really gonna be super pleasant to you.
Okay. So then I'll loudly say, "Hi, Bade, you seem to be getting along well with them. They don't want me around. They don't want me around. Anyone else that wants some drinks, I'll happily be standing in for Bade at the bar."
All right. So with that, you know, they kind of like grumble to themselves and start speaking among themselves. And these guys speak to Bade for a little bit longer. And then Bade eventually saunters back over to you guys. He's like, well, you know, that was the first effort. We can't win them all.
No, you
Those
can't win
guys
them all.
kind of seem like gruff dicks, as it were. Bit of a bunch of assholes. Kind of like looks over his shoulder at him. Be happy when this journey's over.
It was worth a try.
I concur. And perhaps, you know, they'll come around. There's still lots of journey to be done. So, two of the cultists are gonna like just linger at the edge of their camp, stare at Dugan, and like speak to each other.
They wish they had beverages.
I know they do.
Yeah, they have. You did notice that they have like shitty wine, but they probably will run out eventually. Still early in the journey.
I think someone needs to relieve them of all that wine.
And would you guys like to do more with this evening? Is there a fire? Who did that?
What? Who did what?
Who did this fire? Dugan.
No, that wasn't me. That's not my color.
You didn't even mention to the DM. You just lighting things on fire.
That's an M. I wouldn't have drawn an M.
Oh, it's an M now, but look right. Look. Now it's fire on their wagon.
Oh my gosh, how did that happen?
Way to go. I can't move it.
It's stuck there now.
Shit, everything's moving
Horse is
now.
over there.
Part of it. All right.
Stop burning the horse.
Dugan
Who
did it.
drew that M though? Seriously.
I have no
what?
idea. Nobody's read.
I'm actively trying to pick it up.
So David is pink. It's the closest we've got.
I guess anybody can
Maybe.
make different colors.
Can you?
Was this an old map? Maybe it was Kirk.
What? No. Who did that? Anybody can draw different colors. I just said.
Okay,
Colors
enough-
cannot
enough,
be
guys.
trusted.
Oh god. I have access to 2 random people.
Hey, look at you.
Hey, that's my person. Give me back my merchant.
I don't know. This map's a mess.
Anarchy.
Okay. So I guess we're done with that.
I sent you a message on what I was trying to get out of my guy.
Okay. I'm gonna run to the washroom. I'll be right back.
See, guys,
But if
that's
you guys
how
want to
I
do more
get
this
fired.
evening, let me know.
Oh, that's a good fire. The
Wouldn't
people
just show
over there are
red
just like eating delicious food or something.
Grumble. You guys all tried to frame me purposely using the wrong shade of pink.
I didn't start that madness. Oh man.
I don't know if you guys saw what I did when he was thinking what's going on with this box, but I put down 2 different like gray yellowy boxes.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
like, where did this
God.
box come from? So I put down a box of this color that was clearly a different gray yellow, and then another box of this color.
You monster. I can use the washroom. I'll be right back.
I agree, Tom. I agree.
So what do you figure with this? I'm a fat guy. I'm a fell.
Ready. I'm
Oh.
back.
Welcome back.
Oh, I think he's a member of the cult that's going to turn on us because they know everything.
What?
Well, that is
Wait,
possible.
what message you
but,
sent me, Alex? Oh, wait, here.
That's not what Dugan thinks, but that's what David thinks.
Yeah, the thought hadn't occurred to me.
Yeah, the cult is way ahead of us. This is this is them trying to smoke us out. Not these idiots that are carrying the gold, of course, but the real brains in the cult. Because if we didn't dig him out, the cult behind would have just dug him out.
That is possible.
He was in no real danger.
That is possible. Scary thought. Dare you give our DM scary ideas?
I promise it's not influencing me. I have much scarier ideas. That's child's play. Don't you guys worry. I got some things in store. Yeah. That guy, he doesn't have a wagon, but he does have money, and he's a lawyer. And he mentions that he's just heading to Waterdeep to make a better life for himself because he's made a few enemies in Baldur's Gate by defending people.
Can I try to convince him to offer his services? Oh, not yet. I'm not gonna do that yet. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him if he ever offers his services to the less fortunate who can't afford him.
You asking that?
Yeah.
So he kind of shakes his head. He's like, "Well, how would one get by if they did services for people who couldn't afford it? I mean, I became a lawyer to make money, my friend."
I found my new project.
We'll make a Matt Murdock out of you yet.
You'll come to the light.
Okay.
So we're gonna go back to the world map. Everybody's cool with sleeping. I think this night's been pretty eventful.
Yeah.
Yep.
And let's go ahead. And get some D20s rolled as we start marching along. Caravan time. Let's reveal some more maps so you guys can get like an impression of how long this journey is. I'm sure you'll see the map of the actual journey.
Oof. That's a long way to go.
Let us continue.
Yeah. Waterdeep. All right. Everybody roll? Cool. So you guys march. You march. You march. And, first breakfast, second breakfast. Pretty chill day. Make camp. All good. Next day.
There's two already there.
Is there? Because I see one D20.
There's just
roll.
one.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Well, David rolled one and I rolled one, and then
No, mine was for luck a while
David's
ago.
was for something else, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
So this day, you guys wake up, pack up your camp, start marching. You know, the sun gets high in the air. March, march, march. You're getting up on the hills of the Trollclaw Forest. So you're starting to get out of the field of the dead now. But another uneventful day. So get another D10 rolling. All right. So you guys make camp, pack up camp, move about, and you're getting right to the edge of the forest today. But uneventful. Next.
We're doing good.
All right. Someone roll for me. Next day, as you guys are marching through the Trollclaw Forest.
I will
I-
take it.
I am incapable of rolling a one.
Uh-oh.
So, you guys are in the forest. I think my camp that we just had would be more appropriate. I think this is where it was supposed to be. But all good. And
Fucked
you
up.
guys camping in the woods this day. You pack up your shit and you start walking again. Moving about, following the road. Pretty chill day. Next.
Is it me again?
Yep. All right. You guys keep moving through the woods. You know, it seems like there's things moving on left and right of you. But you know, every time that you guys check it out, it's just like a deer. Something uneventful. You know, occasionally merchant takes a shot, gets some game. But beyond that, pretty chill day, and you guys keep marching. You make camp.
Well,
All good.
while we're doing this, Nick, like once a day, every day, I want to just like slowly slide an idea to this guy and be like, hey, helping poor people. It's good for your soul.
He must love
All
it.
right. So give me a persuasion roll for the last few days. We'll do.
Five.
All right. So they're kind of hitting home. Give me one more for the last few days. So you know he's starting to take the idea a little bit. He's like, well, you know, are you a wealthy man?
I am not a man of the cloth, kind of.
Shakes his head.
Man of the metal.
Yeah. I stick up for the poor people. They can't do it themselves, so I'm here to help when I can.
That's fair. But if my skills were to help the unfortunate with my martial talents, perhaps it would be in different circumstances.
That is
As it
true.
stands, my skills are only for those who can. So
No,
we'll
these-
just.
These are clearly not to just get free for everything. By
We'll
all
see.
means, charge away. But if you help one person, you know, every so often, the gods might think better of you, give you a better standing in the future.
He kind
You
of like
never
shakes his
know.
head at that. It's like the gods, eh? Interesting. So we'll move out, and he's pondering that idea. Next day,
Doogie.
Doogie,
Yeah?
give me a d20 roll.
Come on, not me. Hey, I have good rolls in me.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's also
They're
uneventful.
somewhere. They're somewhere.
As you guys move about, walking north. You know, pretty chill caravan ride so far. You guys got all the way through the Trollclaw Forest. People were kind of on edge. This, you know, the woods makes everybody tense. And now you're back into rolling hills and plains a little bit more.
Go
So-
Xenius.
Next day.
Ah!
All right. So you guys are kind of moving out of the Trollclaw Forest into like more of like a valley. A little bit. There's a little bit of like rocky walls on the sides. You know, you have first and second breakfast. And you know, as you're going about your day.
I didn't know that we were hobbits.
No? I
One
mean,
of us is.
just a second.
If we have first and second breakfast, do we also have brunch and lunch?
I hope so.
So as you guys are walking, you're like looking at the leaves, creatures. Give me a DC or an intelligence nature check.
Intelligence, nature.
All of us?
Yep.
Poof!
Alright. -1. Whew!
Woo!
What's that there then?
Is that a
Flower?
tree?
I like metal. Alright, just give me a second. So, who got the 21?
Me.
Alright. So, Evola, Mrs. Perceiver Extraordinaire, stares up at the, looks around, and is like, checking out the nature, and then kind of looks up at what everybody else is glancing at, and you hear somebody, like, whisper, like, pretty sure those are eagles. And Evola looks up, and you immediately notice that these people are, in fact, wrong. Those are praetors, large carnivorous birds of prey.
Oh shit, how's Tobias doing up there?
So, Tobias, I guess if he's been circling,
Yeah, I have him set to
would
circle.
have seen them from quite a distance as well. And probably started panicking and freaking out.
Okay, I would call him back. Like, come down here, Tobias. It's not safe. I won't lose you.
So, I need to... look something up quick.
We need a picture.
That doesn't
Yeah.
sound good.
Okay. So, guess what we're gonna do is get you guys on the field. So, Vola, you see that these are not eagles, and they are in fact enemies, and they are on the offensive towards the caravan. So you have a reaction right now to tell people what you see.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of call out like an alarm, kind of just warning people what it is. Be prepared to defend yourselves and fight, and like get ready. And I'm gonna
Okay.
preface that.
Sounds good. So,
Okay,
uh,
I'm gonna start pulling out my crossbow. I'm gonna pat Chief on the head and say, "Looks like you're eating well today."
I'm gonna get my shield and my warhammer.
I'm gonna get my Tobias.
we're gonna put
Wait.
her-
I'm gonna get my battle axe and my shield.
Okay. Just prepping the battlefield ever so slightly.
I'm a big fan of how little I have to prepare to actually be ready to fight.
We'll say that there's at least 1 or 2 wagons in here. Vola's here, merchant. On this particular day, Avola and her team is out front. Calix is behind them, and then Dugan and Xavius is way in the back.
I'm hanging out right beside my merchant guy because he doesn't have a caravan to hide in.
Yeah, so he's right behind the first 2 wagons, which is Vola's. I don't know if you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Okay, hold up. Nope, that's too many things.
I know this map. I've used it before.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is my map, I made it.
Well, as long as the same thing doesn't happen.
You did a really good job with the cell shading.
Thanks, man.
I love that art style. Good work.
No problem. Yeah, I'm pretty pro.
Troy, I can't believe you stole his map.
I know, right?
So
Monster.
rude.
Alright. And Troy's wagon. So I suppose, well, I guess since Evola cried out a warning, well, we all roll initiative. I still think. Is
There's some initiative.
okay, yeah. No. If you guys hadn't noticed that, those guys were surprised back.
Okay.
But since you do, it's just regular combat because they're well prepared. Where is your again? Okay, now everyone and their merchants and their moms are on the map. Except the Teamsters and the cultists, but whatever, we don't need them right now. So anybody who's not on the map, you can assume that is probably fighting some other area of the caravan.
Okay.
So if
Yeah.
there's like
Okay.
not guards here with you, you can assume that they're like reinforcing the rear. Even fighting off creatures similar to you. Those assumptions can be made.
Will we get a picture of what we're fighting?
Yep. There we go. Let's just do it in the down. Yeah, sure. This is a nice spot. Yeah.
Go fetch.
Miss Dugan, tell
So I
Chief
just-
now's not the time to play with squeaky toys.
It's always the time to play with squeaky toys.
One of the first creatures I don't have in the journal, so you guys gotta look at Discord for the picture.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's fun.
It's called a periton.
That's cool looking.
Yeah.
Can I keep one as a pet?
It is big. But if you were a hunter, ranger, then perhaps, yeah.
I'm a ranger in Troy's game.
Doesn't quite
Mm.
cut it.
Should have cross-classed.
Yeah, maybe next time. I love how they like the character you picked almost looks like whatchamacallit, phoenixes. The way it's shaped,
Mhm.
but it's multicolored. It's pretty.
Right?
Oh, I thought you meant Kirk. I was like, what? What are you talking about? That doesn't look like Phoenix at all.
Phoenixes.
Actually, nope. Only two. All right. So, roll some initiative.
I
We did.
rolled,
What'd you guys
16.
get?
Thanks.
19.
Have a 15.
All right.
My good rolls are coming out.
19 for Dugan. Xavius got 16.
16, yeah.
Novola got
6.
6. All right. We're gonna say parent 1.
There's just 2 of them, right?
Yep.
Don't know if that's better or not.
Yeah. We'll see.
That worries me
Right.
about how strong these guys are. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Wait, what did I got? I got. Really? That's surprising. Just the one dex. Alright. So it is Dugan who sees his initiative at Avola's warning. He springs to action.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop off a chief.
Okay.
And oh, chief doesn't
Grab
have
that
enough
turn
units
order.
for me to suggest this. I'm not gonna tell chief to do that. Chief will die. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at this one,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna say, Calyx, ready yourself to pull them out of the sky. When they try to run past you, grapple them down. But just the 6, no sneak attack.
For the 20?
Okay. I'm sorry. I
this one?
assumed 20 hit. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It strikes it good.
Okay. But no sneak attack. Only the
Okay.
6.
So you send an arrow sailing or bolt sailing straight into its wing, and it kind of like veers and like shrieks in pain, but doesn't falter in its flight. Kind of just rips like a bunch of feathers out, and like it's lisping a little bit to the side, and then it kind of shrieks out. And then it's gonna be Xavius's turn.
Shit, how high are these guys?
We'll say, well, I guess I hadn't really considered that. They were high enough to be mistaken as eagles initially, but we'll say that they came down to engage the fight. So, 120 feet.
120 feet.
You guys can start launching attacks. So I'll assume that you start the fight there.
Okay. 120 feet's not good for my spell. So, what else do I got?
They're
No, I
the air-
probably should have had disadvantage then.
Isn't that the range of a crossbow?
No, it's
Oh, it is the range of firebolt.
That's what I
Wait.
assumed the range of crossbow was.
120. I thought
Is
it
it?
was
It's the
100.
Ranger short bow.
What's that?
Short, no, not a short bow.
Yeah, short bow is 120.
Wow. That's...
A crossbow. It's more than that, I assumed.
I thought it was 80, but maybe I'm
Oh
totally
no,
wrong.
it's isn't it like the second number? It's max range with disadvantage.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm just
so
gonna look it up. So we're
Yeah,
stopped.
so you can attack
Yeah,
with disadvantage.
it's 80. It's 80, but I should have had disadvantage because it was
All
outside
right,
of 80.
So do you want to start the combat at 80? That's gonna be your call then.
No, it's okay. I'll just roll again.
Okay. Anyway, is there any coming towards my position, or do they like notice?
So then I miss. I'm assuming. Sorry, I assume 8 misses.
It does.
Okay. I shouldn't just say that. I should.
You guys can ready attacks.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I don't wanna
is there any
tell you
coming
what's
to my
up.
position, or are they headed towards something else? What are they headed towards?
Oh wait, if they're that far away, there's no way they're gonna reach us in time. So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself as my bonus action, instead of help action on Calyx.
Okay.
There's no way they can reach 120, right? Right? Yeah. Shield of Faith on me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Is there? What are they heading towards? They're
Oh,
bearing
yeah.
down, right?
So based on where I put them, we'll say one's heading for Calyx and one's heading for Dugan.
Oh, okay, so they're headed towards us, not any non-combatants.
No.
Okay, well,
Dugan.
in that case, I'll use a firebolt at 120 range at the one who's headed towards Dugan.
Okay.
And
So you let fly and are unable to find purchase. Firebolt stuff harmlessly flies off into the distance. Give turn
all right, yeah,
and turn.
I'll put myself between Edriel and the enemies.
We'll say this bird gets a turn.
Eric Adelray.
Her turn 1. It closes the gap. He is now 60 feet out from Bade. We'll say Bade runs towards Dugan on his turn. The merchants don't need initiative. They're not going to do too much. Other than try to avoid the combat.
Aye.
Why are you so big, Bade? Alright. Next up is Galax.
I'm just gonna ready the defense action
Right.
because they're 120 feet away and I can't do anything.
Vola is up.
All right, I want Chaos Bolt on this one. You said they're 120 feet in the air?
Now they're 60. Well,
This one's 60, and this one's 120.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to walk closer then.
I let Troy get away with it. The up and the up direction is kind of off, so
Yeah, if we treat it like diagonals, it's whatever the greatest distance is.
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
Okay, so you let
D&D is
sail.
non-Cartesian.
yeah. You
Which
say
is
your
weird.
thematic gestures, make words of power, and a chaos bolt just fires off into the air harmlessly. So let's put some people in turn order. This Roland. You add turn. Aldor is going to attempt to get cover behind the wagon. Actually, probably wouldn't go all the way back. He wouldn't leave Calyx. I can't click things that are underneath people. Jesus. Alright. Oh, okay. We're close enough now. Doesn't matter. And Vola and the other guy's turn. Vola's under the wagon now. Jesus. And your turn. This guy moves within 60 feet of its target here as it kind of looms. Actually, this one, I'm assuming you shot at this one, Avola?
yes.
So it kind of like screeches, and it was going to loom in that way, but it kind of turns its attention to Avola. And it's arcing down towards her. And we're going to go back to Dugan.
Well, I gotta protect. If I'm not getting sneak attack, I think I might actually be better off to use my cantrip. Hey, a reason to use Sacred Flame. Okay. Yeah, let's, and then I get to see what these guys' dex is too. They're birds, they can't be that dexterous. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on this bird. So he needs to beat a DC 12 dexterity save. Wait. Dexterity save? Dexterity save. I don't know why that said wisdom. I'm fixing that. But he needs to beat a DC 12 dex save.
Oh, hey, I'm muted. How long has that been happening?
Oh.
Not that long.
No? Okay, good. I guess I just coughed and muted myself. I was trying to respond to David. What's your range on Sacred Flame?
Now David's muted.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
I'm just reading. 60 feet.
60 feet. Alright, so Sacred Flame basically appears right next to this thing and erupts around it, and it easily sidesteps it while it's in the air. Kind of just maneuvers and barrel rolls around it.
Worth a
And
try.
Next up we have Xavius.
All right. So the one who's descending on Evola, how high is it up right now?
60 feet.
How high are these rocks? To the west.
These rocks?
Direct.
We'll
Sorry.
say-
No, say these rocks.
To the west. Oh, these ones?
Yeah.
They're about 15 feet. They're just like...
Okay. So I'm gonna blade song to give myself extra movement, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to probably about here in the tree cover.
Okay.
And then, as that thing is descending on Evola, I want to cast Minor Illusion, 30-foot range,
Mhm.
kind of behind these rocks, but in such a way that that bird can see it as it descends. And I want to make, yeah, it's a 30-foot cube or a 5-foot cube. I want to make like the steaming, torn open horse corpse, just like lying there. Try to give it an enticing meal target.
Okay. Does it make any sound?
No sound. I have to choose visual or sound.
So you want visual.
Yeah, I
here,
want a visual.
horse
I
carcass.
just want it to see it as it descends and maybe react.
Okay. What kind of things break that?
Interacting with it would,
And intelligence checks from a distance.
yeah, if it has cause to make an intelligence or an investigation check, yeah, but it would have to interact with it to like know that it's not that.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
unless it
wondering-
had a plausible reason to believe that it's not.
Like,
Just
what
does it.
what do you think a creature with keen sight and smell would do?
I think it would
Like-
see it, but it has no odor, so it would probably be confused.
Yeah. So like, I'm just thinking like this creature has advantage on all wisdom perceptions.
Okay, so the illusion says you can make an investigation check as an action
Mm-hmm.
to determine if
But
it's
that's
an
an
illusion. That's an intelligence. The perception would just say, yeah, it sees it.
Yeah. So, I don't know if it could use that to its advantage in this scenario, but I don't even know if it would see it considering it's dive bombing.
Yeah, that's why I just want to put in the perif and maybe it becomes useful. But either way,
All right.
It's
So maybe
there.
we'll roll for like luck to see if it works. If
Okay.
they see it. I like this aspect of luck because I really don't like. It's just, did it work? It's really just a percentage chance.
yeah, exactly right.
So
Although it
I
is
keep
really
doing
good
that.
at seeing.
And also, I want to put in that these trees, I like the fact that Troy went under them, and I didn't really consider them. If you guys go under them, I'm going to give people you're shooting at +2 AC, but it'll work both directions too. So if they're dive bombing you, +2 AC.
Excellent.
They going through the trees is an impediment, and you shooting out of the trees is an impediment. But they can both go through.
Sounds good.
All right, makes it simple.
All right, I'll roll my 1d20 luck to see if it notices. Is that what you
Yeah,
want?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I pseudo said 15, so I'm gonna say it kind of balks a little bit, but it's really like going after its targets already.
Yeah, it's pretty busy.
Okay.
It's understandable.
So-
But there's a horse there for, a while.
Mm-hmm. So
Tom, you
let's-
have advantage on pulling it out of the sky, or on grappling it. So you better grapple it.
True. Let me just get a horse token. So we know that there's a body there.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to draw blood on it, I'm okay with that. Moving on.
Oh, that's perfect. The whole horse. Yeah, and it was steaming. Enticing
that-
horse meat if they ever get bored of our offensive targets.
So that was Xavius' attack.
Yeah.
And effort. And so in the trees, let's do another perception roll with advantage. And if this creature fails it, then it locks onto the horse.
Nice.
Okay?
Okay.
But it's got advantage on that, and it's got pretty good perceptions. I think that's fair.
Sure, yeah.
And we'll say below a 9 is fail.
Bring on bird.
Oh!
Oh, shit! This is
So-
fucking straight from McDonald's.
So you see this bird just slam into this horse, and the impact into the ground is actually quite astonishing.
Oh my
You
god.
smash into the ground, both talons
Double
tear
crit
pieces of
fail.
earth out of it, and the bird just kind of lands squawking in anger. It's like creasing its beak-like face as it just like mounts the ground here. But you just witnessing the impact into the ground with nothing on the receiving end, it left little craters where its feet were.
Jesus. uh, we have one on the ground, guys. He's big.
Calyx is up. The creature itself, now that it's on the ground and you're looking at it, is about man size in its body, but its talons are like hands of daggers, and its wingspread is about 15 feet.
Jesus. That's
Um,
cool.
I can get to it, but I don't know if I want to leave my caravan guy.
I think that you should
How
go
many-
run
how
to
many
it and then
more
grapple
are
with
there?
advantage.
Just the two?
For what you see, it's just two.
Okay. I can see the other one looks like it's pretty invested on an Evola, right?
Yep.
Okay, what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna walk over to that one. It's right there, fine.
Yep. So you're right up on it. It's just kind of rears up, flapping its wings and squawking.
And it's-
Chop its head off. Chop its head off.
No, grapple it. Hold it still. Let us kill it.
Yeah,
Or
but you
chop
don't
its head off.
see, you don't get any bonuses for me grappling it.
Well, it doesn't fly away. That's a pretty big bonus. Xavius cannot attack things that are not within melee range of him.
Yeah, I can only well, I can shoot firebolts, but that's it.
I only have melee weapons.
So you
Yeah,
feel
I
the
don't
same
even-
way.
I don't even
Failed.
have cantrips.
Can't believe it crit failed its perception.
Twice.
Twice. That is
They has perfect
incredible.
perception.
You must be really hungry.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Searing Smite as a bonus action. And
Okay.
did I have advantage on attack roll from what you gave me, Dugan, or is it just the grapple?
Just the grapple. I can only give you one or the other. I'm sorry. I really don't want these things flying around and fucking us up.
Alright, then never mind. If I have advantage on grapple only, I'm not gonna cast Searing Smite, I'm just gonna try to grapple it.
Try to grapple the bird.
Yeah. It's on the
Yeah.
ground, so it should be like easy-ish.
Yeah.
Well wait,
it-
if it
it is
dove to the
medium size.
ground. No, it didn't fall. Never mind.
Yeah, you already have advantage. You can't get more than that.
Yeah.
It-
No, I was
it's
gonna say if it's like on the ground, like laying down from missing, I'm gonna
Oh,
swing my
no.
fucking axe at it. But
It slammed down with its talons like ready, and
Yeah.
then didn't like fall. It just kind of slammed and then bounced off it like angrily because it smashed into the earth,
okay,
and
so
then
the
reared
grapple.
up like flopping, and then you ran up on it.
Okay, so is
it
grapple
just
just my strength mod?
It's
Or is it
athletics.
my athletics. Okay.
It's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics counter.
Okay. Well, I got a 24.
Oh damn, bird, let's do this. 18. So this bird fucking like flaps and squawks, and you just wrestle it to the ground, grabbing its like torso and kind of like ducking under its pecking beak as it flies over you, kind of like slamming the ground over your back.
Just
Thing's
got
just
a
kinda
massive
flapping.
bear hug.
Yeah, like I'm just picturing you grappling it. Maybe you got one wing like pinned against his chest, so it's like
There's like feathers ruffling all my face, like getting all of my fucking helmet and shit.
yeah.
Here,
Yeah,
sitting here
exactly.
bear hugging, I go feathers. Someone kill it, feathers.
So the bird is just freaking out and flapping its wing crazily. Calyx got it controlled there. And that is the end of your turn, right? As it's like pinned to you.
I'm just checking one of my spells.
That's hilarious. Did not expect you to fucking grapple the bird. It's like the first thing that's got grappled in my game.
It is, isn't it?
I do not want that bird flying. You said they're dive bombing us, and all I could think is like, oh god, they're gonna be like a hawk, or they're gonna like
Hit
get
and runs.
crazy high damage and not take opportunity attacks because they're stupid birds.
Okay, so
be right
I'm
back.
going to
Let's say guys.
cast.
Hold up, sorry.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Is that a bonus action?
It
Yeah.
is a bonus action.
That's dope.
We just went over this.
Still sweet.
So when I have my shield on, I have 20 AC. And with my thingy, I have 22 AC now. So fuck you, other birds try to attack me.
Their shit is weak.
Tired of getting hit by everything.
So I was gonna take my next turn to use prestidigitation to make my image of a horse corpse start stinking. And I figured that would have really thrown him off, but it appears to have already worked, so we're good to go. Vola's using the wagon as cover. It ditches the merchant. Look at that poor guy.
See, I was debating using my my other spell, Sanctuary, on my merchant. So that if a bird attacked it, it'd have to make a wisdom save first.
Oh yeah, true. But luckily we've made ourselves enticing targets.
Mm-hmm.
Pissed him off. I'm sure these things are actually just Pikachus in disguise, though.
Nope.
Damn, so we got like a 3-on-1 on the one bird, and then Evola is running from the other bird right now.
Avola has
Back
like
her
a
up.
bazillion spells. I feel like if Avola just like casts magic missiles 2 or 3 times, it'll be dead.
Yo,
I have full faith in Avola.
Welcome
am
back,
back.
Sir DM.
thank you, thank you. I excited to see where this goes. So let's take it away, Avola.
Avola's the one of us that doesn't have a janky class.
Janky.
I was wondering if we could call it a night soon, as it's getting increasingly difficult to stay awake.
Nope. Sorry. You signed up for this. You gotta stay with us now. We're all staying up all night. You didn't hear the conversation?
No.
No. I'm kidding. We can obviously call it soon, and I didn't think we'd make it through this whole battle, so let's just do one round.
Oh, we could totally take
Oh,
him out.
Okay. Then I will do a level 2 magic missile on the one headed towards me.
Okay.
Oh no, dos. Did I go 2? No.
You got 1? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Dos, tres, cuatro.
There we
And
go.
I'm gonna, after I hit him, I'm gonna the tree.
Okay.
17 damage. Holy shit. See,
Oh.
Evola's fine. Evola's got this bird. What did I say, guys? What did I say?
Fair enough. Fair enough. She's a cannon.
So every one of those impacts the creature as it flies down, and it just squawks perpetually louder each time. And
Squawking
it's
intensifies.
kind of barely able to stabilize itself as it like loses a lot of its momentum in the air, flaps in shock. But it's glaring at Evola.
I'm gonna flip at the bird.
And as you flip at the bird, it flaps its wings and cries out a screech, and then just dive bombs towards you.
I mean, come at me, bro. I'm in the tree.
Okay, so what does it attack with?
It attacks with it. It's a nope.
A nope?
It's a nope. You can't hit me. Denied.
Okay. So it flies down with its talons, leading the charge. And crit fails with its
told
feet.
you.
What?
I told you it was denied. I told you it was denied.
Still
All right,
distracted
roll a
from
D100 for
images
me.
of horse guts
Okay.
in his mind.
We'll see how effective this actually is with its natural weapons.
Hold on, I hit the wrong buttons.
It might get a pass with natural weapons. I mean, it'll still miss, obviously. 62?
Yep.
Okay, so as the creature is coming, it literally says, weapon attack. You kick your opponent's weapon out of their hand.
So I kicked their feet out of their hand.
Yeah.
They need to have one for natural weapons. Some crit fail charts do. I don't. That would
Okay, so
depends on-
normally you would be able to take a disarm action and steal your opponent's weapon after this kind
Can
of
I,
critical fail.
can I break off its nails?
No, it gets a pass as natural
Avola
weapons.
wants a
Y-
trophy.
Yeah, you like kind of lash out your foot and like kick it in its talon as it like lands and sticks into the ground. But it's more of a mockery than any actual damage. And it kind of squawks out, and then surprisingly to you, it lashes forward with its beak.
No, you're down.
Mm,
Go away.
So it hits you with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I said denied. You you failed.
So it deals
It never fails to fail them.
1d8 from the gore, and then it actually gets a dive bomb impact from traveling 30 feet at its target.
What the fuck?
So it does 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 damage to you.
Well, I'm half dead.
Whoa.
1d8 plus 3. Nope. Does 14 damage to you. I didn't put in its modifier from beak.
Yeah, I'm half dead.
Well, it's half dead. So you guys are pretty neck and neck.
It's a race. Oh god. Avola! This battle will be so quick! Don't die!
And that's the end of its turn, as it takes a chunk of Evola's skin with it in its beak. Kind of like just throws it away and screeches at her face. It's, it's just slightly taller than a person, maybe like 6.5 feet tall when it's standing on its talons, but its wings make it look quite bestial. And huge. Dugan's turn. Wait, that was...
That was
Yeah,
the end of the
round.
first round.
Yeah. Okay. You guys want to call it there for tonight?
Yes, please.
Okay. So what does grapple do? It sets speed
Alright.
to 0, and then what else?
Go.
It just stops her movement.
Have a good night, guys.
Have
Good
a good
night.
one.
You
Alright.
can
Yeah.
drag them with you at half speed, a half movement speed. But otherwise, it doesn't give any advantage or anything like that. It just stops her movement. And it occupies
Right.
one of the grappler's hands.
Wait, I thought that it gave disadvantage on deck saves or something.
Oh, deck saves? I don't know. I don't think so.
Really?
Because
That's so...
if you're restrained, that is the worst condition. That would give you disadvantage on deck saves, but a grapple doesn't, because technically, like, you're not like pinned down to the ground. It's just like somebody grabbed your shirt, basically, so you can still move, like to dodge things. But it's pretty specific. I built a grappler, so I'm all too intimate with all this now.
It's a pretty excellent tactic for like certain classes.
Yeah.
Like I was reading some things about like spell grapplers who like
Oh,
cast
but it's
things
only
and
one
then like
hand. Oh, and you can
Yes.
cast your dragon's breath with
Yeah.
it too. It doesn't
Yeah.
take up your mouth. Oh, that's
if you're
cool.
grappling, you can grapple as many people as you have arms available. And so like if you're a grappler and a spellcaster, you can cast spells with one hand while you grapple the thing.
Or you can punch him or hit him with a weapon.
We're
Yeah,
talking about like
Or
the
grapple
anti-spell
another guy.
grappler.
it's a versatile battle axe.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. You can hold it in one hand, gouge the thing. But they're talking about like you can cast like spells of silence and then grapple spellcasters and drag them onto it.
Yes.
I
I really I've been talking to Tara to try to get that tactic going with her, because
It's pretty lethal.
on my recent level up on Nosgoth, I took Mage Slayer,
Nice.
which is a feat that like lets me basically react to people casting spells in melee range to me, as I like try to drag them to the zone of silence.
That's an amazing one, actually. I was really tempted to get Mage Slayer just because I'm like, holy fuck, that's just really good in a lot of scenarios
It's just
for Artanis.
cool. Oh, for Artanis, yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna be up there, you might as well, right?
And they're like the mages tend to be the most powerful like the most dangerous, actually, not necessarily the most powerful.
Yeah, because you can get crushed by like a monster with multi-attack, but the mage does fucked up shit.
Yeah, you
Like
never know
that,
what a mage
that
might do. It might be-
cultist.
Mhm.
Mondath.
What-
That's some
Oh yeah,
scary
she had
shit.
some power. And like you guys have barely like scratched the surface. Like you guys aren't strong enough for me to really mix and match the battlefield yet. Like I have so many ideas about like different types of spellcasters and tactics, and I'm like, no, they can't handle that yet.
I
I
threw you
don't
guys a
know.
spellcaster at first level.
Yeah.
I mean, like the spells and the things that I want you to
Oh,
like
I
the
see.
deal
more
with.
sweet
You're not
ones.
strong enough to deal with
Okay.
them yet.
Oh,
get there.
I shared a video
Yeah.
that I found a week ago, and it is it's based off this adventure that we're running and the first, like the Greenest part.
Nice. Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's really good. It's hilarious to me how this person read the adventure so differently from how you read it.
Like, do you like my version or do you like his? Like, I won't be.
Your version was way more reasonable. His version is like, the fuck?
That's how a lot of people interpreted it, actually. Like,
Oh,
that was most of the reviews for this particular adventure were like, how the fuck could anyone possibly fight a dragon at first level? And I'm like, I never once thought that they were fighting a dragon at any point. Like, the way I interpreted it was the way I think it was supposed to be interpreted, and other people just look at it and are like, level 1s versus a dragon, this is stupid, and they just fucking ditch the adventure.
So he had the dragon land in the middle of the keep
Oh no!
and be like, I will kill you all.
I
And
need
then
to
the
watch
archer
that
shoots
video.
the archer shoots one arrow. He's like, hey, did you just shoot an arrow at me? That hurts, man. That hurts so much. Oh my god,
no.
that's so rude. I'm gone. I am not about this.
That's how he got. Oh my god. Yeah, we had more fun with that.
Yeah, the adventure we're doing is called The Horde of the Dragon Queen. You guys can look it up now, do whatever, because I'm gonna bastardize the story a lot.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing. Was the Horde of the Dragon Queen? The follow-up one with the Tiamat or something.
Yeah, the next one's called Tyranny of Dragon, or Tyranny of the Dragons, or whatever. So this one's like 1 to 8, and the next one's like 9 to 16.
Holy shit, that's 9 to 16 is long.
Yeah, it's like a serious adventure. But I don't know, like, we're very much off book at this point, and we're only on episode like 4 of 9. So.
I like off
Oh,
book. Let's keep it going.
Mhm.
So there was the oh my god, that why can't I remember words right now? The D&D YouTuber that Troy originally sent to me.
Matt Colville?
Yeah, his video this week I thought was
Oh.
amazing.
Oh, is that like the
Playing
how to
killing
kill
player
players?
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the best part of it, I think, is I love the idea of while you're running an adventure. He said like he would make a high level party that you would run like 2 or 3 things with.
Yeah.
I would love the idea of every like 5th adventure, you run a one shot with these high level characters.
Fuck
And
yeah.
like in the back of your mind, you're like, these guys are fixing the real problems in the world. Right?
Oh, okay.
And then if ever things get totally out of control and you make something that's way too unbalanced, they come and save the real party.
Yeah. That can make
That
like,
way it's like part of the world instead of totally Deus Ex.
or if like
Yeah.
on the flip side, if our high level guys get fucking crushed, shit can go south for the regular story,
Oh yeah, if the high level guys get crushed, shit goes south everywhere.
right? Like it
That-
could work.
that
both
would be
directions.
like
I really
a-
like that.
In my mind,
That
that
is
would be like
badass.
an eventual plot twist. Is
Mhm.
something so dangerous that it brutally murders the high level characters.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's actually I really like that. That's really enticing because that'll give us all like a chance to like work on like do character builds that we're like, well, we'll never get there.
And also have more world building in our sort of like shared space that we have right now.
That's true too.
I'm a big fan of that.
Doesn't even have to be like Sword Coast, but as long as it's Faerun, we can make it work.
Shit. I just love knowing that like present Phoenix and Revan and Alora and Bardoon are out there somewhere right now.
Mm-hmm. That's a badass aspect to our game. Just kind of happened.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Funny thing is, we're not too far from Waterdeep, are we?
No, we're heading there.
Yeah, you guys
No,
want to go
I-
back to the world map?
In D&D Red.
Oh, in D&D
Oh.
Red. I'll show you guys where you are.
In D&D Red, yeah, let's we were closer to El Terrell than we are to Waterdeep.
Yeah, so in D&D, you guys back on the world map with me?
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, because you're going right now.
Oh,
Yeah, so El Terrell
Yeah.
was quite a bit north of Greenest, and Greenest was like right on the border of Amon, and Amon is where Troy's game takes place. That kingdom. Like AMN is like the end of my map, and that's like the start of where Troy started his game.
Yeah.
Like we decided to start on opposite sides of this one mountain ridge. We haven't actually gone over any of the same land yet, but we've been so close. We're like opposite sides of like this one mountain.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for like tales of each other to spread via bards because we're so
No,
close.
not at all. That's why I wanted to lay the groundwork for you guys, because like you guys are the heroes of Greenet. Like I don't know if I've mentioned that to you, but
You just did today, yeah.
Yeah.
With our Harper friend.
right,
He's heard.
a little
he's
bit of
heard
a
things.
legacy. Mm-hmm.
Granted,
I hope you
from
guys have a
within
good
the
time.
organization,
Like this convoy, like could be stupidly long, or could be the length that I make it, which I feel like I've gonna shorten it quite a bit. We'll see.
but- Yeah, I'm having a blast.
I guess.
I have discovered a new project.
Yeah, you're having fun with that, eh? Glad you guys are having a little PDS with that. Like I didn't. Like it gives me so many characters, and it gave me 20 characters for this caravan journey.
Ooh.
And I was like, 20 characters? Like, what the fuck? I can't do 20 people. Like, I will. That's too many, and I'll just get. It'll just be annoying trying to like build everything, and it won't make any sense because like half of them will be used.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I just picked and chose my favorite ones. We'll cycle them in and out. See
Oh.
how it goes.
Yeah, I guess they could just like kind of come up when there's need of them.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper, where's Sharon? Go
Like,
Sharon.
I don't think we've done it too
Sharon
many
Cooper.
times, but it's like
Okay. Okay.
you step into a room and somebody's like seeking something. It's like, oh, is there any people who know how to
Oh,
like
Sharon.
use a bow?
All the
Then it's
way
like,
home.
oh, I know this guy, and then you get to introduce him. Although we haven't
Yeah,
really been as proactive in that way in the camp, just more like interacting with what's put in front of us. I do look forward to talking more with our new Harper
Cooper,
friend.
Sharon. Go Sharon.
to get more insight into that organization.
Yeah, and if we were staying in a stationary location and you guys were like, coming and going like quests and things, it would probably be a lot easier for me to just let you choose. But since we're like on the move and people are coming and going, it's like,
Mhm.
basically on me to tell you who's anything.
Yeah, so that's put a little more pressure on the fact that there's so many characters.
Yeah, and like we'll just keep moving. And-
That's also why I'm super pro West Marches games. It's because you have that hub.
Mhm.
True.
So that's a good map of the world, the Sword Coast. And if you look at the map up in the Discord, greenest, or Amon is like right in the center, at almost very bottom, and that's where Troy's game is. And right above that is where you guys started in my game, in the green fields. There's like a little mountain ridge.
It's completely coincidental too.
Yeah. Both started in like almost the same area. And in Troy's game, we've been traveling like southeast, and in my game, we're heading straight north along the coast.
I think for my game, I literally just like stared at the map for a while. I'm like, where is a forest with no town in it? That's where I'm gonna make my town.
Yep. Worked out well.
Because
Where
we
did you
just
put your town?
we just
Um,
left Ria Tavern, right?
The Wood of Sharp Teeth?
No, it was
closer to
north.
It's
Killing
just
the
south of the
forest.
Wood of Sharp Teeth.
Oh, is it? Wait, where's the wood?
Yeah.
Of
Wood of Sharp Teeth is northwest of the green fields.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
close to
'cause,
the
like our
forest.
South
game's
of
like
Altera.
pretty east of here.
Yeah, it was closer to Forest of Tethir, wasn't it?
Do you have
At like the very bottom.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It is
okay.
even further south than map.
Yeah, because Ria Tavern's just to the right of Forest of Tethir.
Okay. So not
Oh, the
quite
Forest
on
of
the other side of a
Tethir.
mountain range, but still along the Sword Coast.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But
Where's
like
my,
the books that Troy and I all read, like they all start from basically the spine of the world, the very top of the map that I put out there. Icewind Dale is where Dritz is from, and then like Luskin, there's like 6 books in Luskin, and then quite a few books in Neverwinter and Neverwinter Woods. The game itself actually is about Neverwinter Woods and the city of Neverwinter. If you've ever seen like the D&D game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're sort of close to that.
And if you look up there, oh, they have the Kingdom of Many Arrows on here. That's crazy. That's where the Orc Kingdom is,
Yeah, it's a thing that
on
exists.
the top mountain.
What a great name for an orc kingdom.
Yeah, Kingdom of Many Arrows.
Yeah.
And Mithril Hall. There it is. Shit, that's a good map.
Does oh, I can open it on the browser so the shows up on the map. All right, so the green fields, the Troll Mountains. Oh yeah, your map is different. It looks weird, but I think it has less detail than the one I ended up stealing.
Yeah, there's ones that are like super high res, and then they just have like nothing actually written. They're just nice images.
Okay, so I think it's the Troll Mountains. That is, oh, and Shilmista. Wait, where's Shilmista? I know that
Kalimshan.
one.
Oh yeah.
We're like
we
right
fucking
below Shilmista Forest right now in your game.
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, I see Ria Tavern on that map.
Yeah, so we're like at the bottom of the mountain range there.
Yeah, because Mintar was just below the lake.
Yeah.
Man, D&D is like the best and the absolute worst at the same time. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, I have so many things to say to you guys. Oh, like ideas. I wish I could just talk to you about them and we could like bounce it off each other.
Yeah, you need
As to what
uninvolved
you wanna do.
parties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brainstorm some ideas for the game, but like, or even just boast about how cool my ideas are. But I can't do either. Fucking sucks.
Well, we can always brainstorm grand ideas, as long
That's
as they
true.
don't spoil either party.
Man, I want to do a game. Now that we're talking about higher level characters, I want to do a game of Griffin Riders,
Griffin
Like,
Riders.
like a mercenary
Oh,
team.
from
on Griffin.
the Undying Lands that you're hyping on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on book 6 of that series now, and Griffins are fucking awesome. Like, if we could do a game, I would DM it if you guys didn't want to, but I've thought about putting Griffins in my game, and I don't know where or when it would come into. But I want Griffins to be like a vehicle, whereas you could like use your action and bonus action to drive your Griffin, which is like a savage attack of claws and beak, or you could do your own attack from the back. And like, you have to protect your Griffin, and it's like a vehicle, but it can't go inside buildings and shit. So, like, you can move and you can mount it and fly around, but then you have to like actually get off it and do shit as well.
It's like a
See, I
way
think that'd be
better
really
thought
fun.
out version of that shitty boat that I gave you guys in the underground lake.
I
I feel
suppose.
like if you were gonna be a Griffin rider, you'd have to start at like level 12, because like flying is what, like level 8 for druids to shapeshift. Yeah, you'd have to be like level 12 at least for it to
To
be.
master such a, I think
Yeah.
whatever
Animal?
whatever the griffin is as a creature, you should probably have to like be able to 1v1 it. To
Oh,
tame
that's a
it.
good
don't
point,
think-
actually.
That any human should be able to take on a Griffin, like level 10 plus.
Oh, that one doesn't
How would
have
how
any.
would you like get its trust and obedience then? Like if
You
like,
feed
weren't-
it and you raise it.
Well, yeah, I guess if you raise it.
Like it's a Griffin. It's like a horse. You just feed it and you take care of it, and it trusts you.
Yeah, I feel like a horse rider could totally kill a horse if he wanted to, though.
Oh yeah, but a horse is a horse. It doesn't hunt and eat creatures.
Exactly. That's why people normally don't ride tigers.
Yeah, I feel like also if
Exactly.
you wanted to ride a dragon, you better be able to kill that dragon. So I feel the same
Really?
way. Yeah, or at least dominate it in some way.
Okay, a Griffin has 59 health, 12 armor,
You could
and
totally
fly.
take a griffin.
Oh
out.
my god, a griffin is not that strong.
No, it's not that strong. Plus 6 to attack though, and plus 1d8 on hit, plus 4 piercing.
What's
It
its
attacks
CR?
twice. Its CR is 420 or 450.
Oh, that's not bad. I don't
It's
know
got
if
good
I
dark
could
vision.
1v1 one right now, but a couple levels, totally.
Uh-huh.
Maybe Nosgoth could take it.
But like,
I was
I
feel like
hadn't
you
actually
could
looked at the
1v1
stat
right.
blocks of the Griffin, but there. So it's not unsuitable that level 5 or 6 characters could fly on a Griffin.
Yeah. Not heard. Hank, the variant human. Guandao user.
But
Yeah, I thought I had more info in there, but I don't. He's a fighter
gotta-
with feathered Guando. He'd be so much fun to use as a Griffin rider.
Oh shit, that's my next character too.
The polearm master swinging it around on top of the Griffin.
nice.
Mhm.
Fucking wicked. Yeah, and so I don't know like what the rules are for mounted combat or what, but since like I don't think horses can attack like a Griffin can. So if you want to attack with your Griffin's multi-action instead of like your own multi-action, like it would have to be like a pick or choose kind of thing.
There are rules for your mounts attack. I just forget what they are.
Yeah, I'd have to read up on that.
Because
That
your horse
came up
can
before.
attack, and it has a horse charge, and it knocks it down, and it's awesome and stuff.
Okay, so it probably takes your action to use it, but like, can a horse fight on its own? Does it have its own stat block?
Yeah, it does.
That's cool. I hadn't actually considered that.
Are you playing in this game?
I signed in with you, but they aren't in here with us. You guys want to play Survive?
No. In Raspberry, is Nick not in Raspberry?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah.
Nathaniel.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
Yeah, you put the griffin
I
stuff in the Battle
shapeshifted
Royale channel.
into. Oh.
Oh,
yeah,
whoops.
that's okay. I shapeshifted into a warhorse.
Oh yeah, that's true. It has a stat block though. I thought you were just.
No, it has a stat block. It has like
Yes.
it has some really cool attacks too. It's actually like a pretty good shapeshift.
Nice. Oh man, there's like all this other shit about griffins. A griffin raised from an egg could be trained to serve as a mount. However, such training is time-consuming, expensive, mostly for the ample food the creature requires. It is also dangerous. Expert trainers will be well versed in griffins' legendary ferocity, and are typically the only ones able to raise them and ride them safely. Once trained, a griffin is a fierce and loyal steed, a master for life, fighting to the death to protect its rider. It's ravenous on horse flesh. He loves horseflesh.
My mount can eat your mount for breakfast.
Oh, doesn't like my. That's too many characters and pieces.
I really want my egg to hatch in Lydia's game because I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When you control a mount that is domesticated, its initiative matches yours, and it can only dash, disengage, dodge. If you're on an independent mount, so something with intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
has its own initiative, gets to do everything that it wants itself, and gets its normal attack.
So, like,
So
it
these
won't
guys will-
act on your will, basically.
Yeah.
So if we did a 4-man game with the 4 of us all riding griffins, we would each get 2 characters essentially. And we could
No,
take on
the
like, a
griffins
crazy
do what
event.
the griffins do what animals want to do. You don't get
What?
to control it. The DM would get to basically say, "I'm sorry, your griffin got shot in the griffin got shot in the toe. Griffins don't like getting shot in toes. It's gonna flee."
Yeah, but it also is incredibly bonded to you and will fight to the death to defend his. Like I just read that.
Oh, okay then.
If you're able to ride it, then you are bonded with it.
Oh, then yeah. Then
It will fight to
basically,
the death to defend you.
you get 2 characters. God, that's
Yeah.
gonna be that would be a mess of action economy.
So like
Go fish.
with 4 people, we could take on like fucking dragons because we would all have like a guy and a griffin. Maybe that'd be a bit too much.
I don't know. You just have to balance it appropriately. It would be difficult to balance. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. And I feel like the types of enemies that would have traps that would knock you off of your mount would be the fun types of enemies.
That's true. Or even like an aerial battle. Where you
Yeah.
could potentially fucking die by falling.
Anyone other than Nick up for Battle Royale, by the way?
I'm gonna switch over to League of Legends with Hank. I'm
That's-
playing in Clash tomorrow, so
Fair enough. Good luck then.
thank you. I will catch you guys later. Which one are we on for next? Is it Lydia's game next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What day is it?
It's a Monday. after,
Monday?
I
The
think.
12th.
Not the coming one.
Not this
Okay.
a week from
So
Monday.
it's
So the
week
next
after.
12th. It's the
Okay.
12th of November. I got a
Yeah.
test that day. So. Fun stuff.
Gotcha. All right.
All right.
I will
Peace,
catch you guys later then.
GG.
Sounds
Bye,
good.
Tom.